Once now will be forced to take you. Do not deface our Primarch! Yet insult will not be tolerated! It's war!
G'day everyone and welcome back to Risky Rollers. I'm your co-host Lockie.
And I'm Dalton, and we've got Horus Heresy today. Not 40k, 30k.
Oh yeah!
10,000 years in the past, and Space Marines are just cool back here.
Super cool. And violent.
Very violent. It was a brutal betrayal of brother on brother across the galaxy. But we're both traitors today.
Yes we are.
We're both bringing death to the false emperor.
Or death to each other.
Or in this, yeah, exactly. So I've got the Sons of Horus. I've been busily painting those up over the last couple of months.
And I've got the beautiful 12. The World Eaters are here and we are smashing. I'm going to eat everything.
It's sweet. You've done a beautifully weathered up late Heresy scheme. It looks sick.
Thanks, man.
So,
yeah. So we are. This is going to be part of an ongoing series. So today we're playing 1,000 points, starting small, and we're going to be working our way up over consecutive episodes, getting towards the big old 3,000 points, which is the staple of Heresy and how it's designed to be played.
Yeah, we'll be weaving a little bit of a narrative thread through them all, but nothing too heavy. It'll just sort of be a nice little touch. You get to experience the full viewing pleasure if you watch the whole series.
Yeah, and we'll be covering a few armies initially. Dalton and myself will only be playing World Eaters and Sons of Horus, but we'll
start with at least,
to start with, yes. And there'll be a few people coming in and out to showcase as many of the other factions as we can. However, it is hard to find loyalist players.
It really is. Everyone's traitors.
Especially in
Australia.
So as always, big thanks to our sponsors, Dice Arcade Miniature Scenery and the Tray Tinker.
All the links are in the description down below, so go check them out if you want
100%.
any fantastic hobby products.
And as always, big thanks to Big Boy Nate.
Think Loud Creative doing all that phenomenal production.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
Multi-tips. That's it. If you want to see more of us, be sure to check out all of our varied content. We're now doing streams and all sorts of other bits and pieces, which is amazing.
We've got 2 streams a week, competitive one and a fun one.
Yep.
Check out Tempest Tuesdays, they're lots of fun. We chat doing all sorts of crazy shenanigans to the game.
And always, if you want to come chat to us a bit more, jump in our Discord. Again, links down below.
Yep.
But
otherwise, you can support us by becoming a patron, get early access to all of this, exclusive access to merchandise like t-shirts and things.
Yes.
And all other good stuff is there as well.
100%. We have an event.
We do. We've got an event, the Risky Rollers Annual, on the 18th of December.
Yes.
Spots are filling up fast. A couple of them are already sold out. But essentially what you want to do is you want to play either 40k or 30k or Blood Bowl or Kill Team.
So much.
Because we've got 4 different tournaments running, one for each game system.
Yep.
So head up to dicearcade.com.au, grab your tickets, check out the player pack, linked in our Discord and in the description down below. It'll be a great time.
That's the Rabble, everyone. Let's smash.
Okay, I'm bringing the Sons of Horus today. First among traders, the Archtraitor himself's Legion. So we are here to round up some World Eaters, get them ready to assault Terra because they're off busy screwing around, killing civilians, having, mucking about what they do. So we're going to round them up, get them off to Terra. Leading my force today, I've got a Praetor. He has the Armor of Pride as his Warlord trait, as well as then a Volkite Charger, a Plasma Pistol, and a Chain Axe. So he'll be running around. Armor of Pride means that the first time he dies, he passes a leadership test and then stands back up again, which is pretty sweet. And it gives me an extra shooting reaction whenever he's on the battlefield, which is pretty cool. Then I've also got a Centurion, which I've upgraded to a Chaplain Consul, which helps out with leadership and things, which is actually really important in this game, which is pretty sweet. He's got a Plasma Pistol and a Power Maul, which, thanks to being a Chaplain, he gets to upgrade the Power Maul to a Mastercrafted Power Maul to represent his Crozius Arcanum for free. Pretty cool. Over in Elites, I've got a Contemptor Dreadnought Talon, which is a single Contemptor with a twin Volkite Calivers, a Gravis Lascannon array, so the twin Lascannons, but now it's a Gravis Lascannon, and the Havoc Launchers. So it'll be throwing out a lot of firepower, and it's a Dreadnought, so it's just really tough to kill. Then over in Troops, I'm taking Pride of the Legion as my Rite of War, which lets me take Legion Veteran Squads as line troops, which is pretty sweet. So I've got a unit of 10 Legion Veterans. The Sergeant in that squad has a Lightning Claws and a Plasma Pistol, as well as Artificer Armor. And then the whole squad has Banestrike Bolt Guns, which are the extra mega armor-piercing rounds designed specifically to kill Astartes, as well as Chain Bayonets, because Chain Bayonets are just great. They shred, it's so good on a basic troop. And then I've got a unit of 10 Breaches. They've got Breaching Shields, of course. They've all got Bolt Guns. I've got 1 Melter Gun in the unit, as well as the Sergeant with a Plasma Pistol and a Power Sword as well. And then both squads have a Nuncio Vox and a Legion Vexilla in them, just to help me with combat resolution, as well as let me reroll some scatter dice from my Havoc launchers, which is pretty cool. And that's the list. It's 1,000 points. I think it's 997, but it's about 1,000 points. It's nice and small. I'm only really going to have 3 different units going around in the battlefield, but they're all pretty kitted out to deal with Marines. So we'll see how we go into the World Eaters.
Ah! World Eaters are here. We're gonna kill everything. Although we're not too berserkery just yet. We're just a little bit angry. So today we have 1,000 points. It's a little bit lower than 1,000 points. It's actually like 950 something, because, you know, models, we're getting there. So first thing that leads this beautiful warband is a Praetor. Normal Praetor, Artificer armor. He also has a Disintegrator pistol and a Meteor hammer. So Meteor hammer is a specific World Eater's weapon, which gives me +1 to my initiative, which means I can fight earlier, which we'll get into game. And then on top of that, its Warlord trait is the Butcher's Claws. So when I get the bonus of +1 attack from World Eaters, I also get +1 strength. So it boosts the strength up to strength 7, which is pretty good, which means I'm wounding nearly everything on 2s, which is awesome. And my Rite of War, I should have started with that, is Berserker Assault. So I'm getting +2 to my runs. I'm getting +2 to charge. I also count as leadership 10 for any pinning tests. I can take rampages as troops, but not relevant here. And they're the main benefits to it. Oh, also, if a unit within 12, if there is a unit within 12 of me, I have to charge it, which is fine anyway, because I want to kill everyone and charge, you know, it's just what we do. So, into elites, we have 1 Contempted Dreadnought. This has Chain Fist, combat weapon. In one hand is a Plasma Blaster, the other arm is a Melter. So we're going double choppy chop. Dreadnoughts are really hard to kill in the game, and the easiest thing to kill a Dreadnought is with another Dreadnought. So yeah, super awesome. Then in our troops, we have 1 unit of Despoilers. So basically they're Bolt Pistol and Chain Axe guys. So as World Eaters, we get Chain Axes for free, which is great. The Sergeant has an Excoriator Chain Axe, which is basically, you know, the big, crazy, massive one, which hopefully we can get to pop off. And then we have a 2nd unit of TAC Marines on tactical squad with full command, so the Nuncio Vox and the Vexilla. The Sergeant has Lightning Claws and Plasma Pistol. And then the final unit of 5 is basically the Praetor's retinue. So he's essentially combat squad. This is 5 chosen, or Legionnaire chosen. 1 with the banner and a chain axe, 2 with chain axe and boarding shield, and then another 2 with boarding shield and lightning claws. And then also, I did forget my other HQ, doing it in this very roundabout order because first time I've done a heresy list, but we have a Centurion. Centurion has jump pack. It is I've given it the points, benefits, or the consularis bonus to be a champion, which means I can take a Paragon Blade for free, and I also become fearless and a few other bits and pieces. And then on top of that, we've also paid the points to make it a Berserk champion. So again, that's another bonus specifically for the World Eaters. So it basically gives it the Raving Madman ability, which is neg1 to wound. But then also on top of that, I will be getting +1 attack as well. So this guy can punch out a lot of attacks with double melee weapon and being crazy. And yeah, so that's it. 2 HQs, 1 elites, 2 troops. Let's get in. We're doing very combat, minimal shooting. We're gonna smash these boys and get in there. Rah! Here we are!
Right at the
It's a
table.
war zone! Everybody's gonna die! Ah!
That's what you think. You're all going to die.
I'm probably
because
gonna die.
You're disobeying the Warmaster, and we're going to bring you to task.
Yeah, well, Khan says to the Warmaster.
Well, Khan hasn't said anything. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, whatever. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Yeah.
We are playing War of Lies from the Age of Darkness rulebook, which just means that there are 5 objectives on the battlefield. which we, at the end of the game, will score.
Yeah.
And we score a random number of victory points for them, anywhere from 0 to 3.
Yes. So
Or 0 to 6, I think. 0 to 3, I think it is.
Yeah. There's a... Yeah, the game is very different in Heresy to 40k, as we'll go through as the game progresses. But scoring as well is very different. Again, the game is designed for fun. It's
fun, it's narrative. You're telling a story, you're experiencing the battles and retelling historical events.
It was history, it happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah. It will in what, like 30,000 years?
Well, you never know. We could have, our timeline could be wrong. It could have already happened.
It could have done.
And then this is after.
Yeah, sure.
We could be on a Crone world right now.
Sure, why not?
All right.
But yeah.
So we are treating, so in the mission, you can have objective markers. However, we are treating buildings as objectives.
It's one of the horror. It's actually in the book. One of the things that the Heresy book does is say you can use buildings as objectives, which is really cool, and it makes a lot of sense.
So much more sense.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go control that random point over there, or I'm going to take and hold that building as a defensive
that has strategic advantage.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah.
This big central
complex.
Yes.
A building.
Destroyed refinery.
Yep.
Is going to be potential objective.
Yep.
This fallen church.
Yep.
Is also a potential objective. This building is also one. This building?
Yep.
Yes, that building. And that
one over there.
Yeah, and the far left corner.
Yeah. So it's essentially still like 5 objectives across the board.
Yep.
And then at the end of the game, we're going to roll dice if we have any scoring units, which are line units.
Yep.
For me, are veterans and breaches, and for you are tax and spoilers.
Correct.
Any of those will potentially score points, but it might be worth nothing at all. Who knows?
Tasty.
Yep. And then we also gain a point for killing each other's warlord in this mission.
Yes.
But that's about it.
Yes.
Which are both our praetors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
So looking for a big old praetor punch on.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, let's quickly go into deployment.
So you won the roll-off, and you wanted me to deploy first. In Heresy, whoever wins the roll-off chooses, and the player who deploys first also goes first and picks the deployment zone. But they also deploy their entire army.
Yes, but it's also mission dependent, because sometimes the mission does change how you deploy and stuff like that. But in this case, that's what's happened.
Yep. So you won the roll-off. You asked me to go first, and so I put some things around. I just dropped my breaches all the way over here, along with the chaplain, which I attached to the unit. That's the thing you do with characters now.
Which is awesome.
Yep. And then the Dreadnought hanging out sort of behind them here. It's got good lines of fire across the battlefield. And then over here we've got the unit of veterans along with the Praetor hidden in this building with a cheeky little cover save from any random long-range firepower the world leaders have.
Which is literally 0.
Yep. So in this case, they're more of a, I'm going to try and push them across the board this way probably.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just have enough reactivity because I don't know where any of Lockie's units are. So I've got to try and just have it so I can react to where he puts stuff and get out into the center or across this way as easily as I can.
Yeah.
And that's it. I've only got 3 units on the board. Both characters are in squads because it's important in Heresy. Otherwise they just die.
We found that out a couple of days ago.
Oh, we did, yeah. So they're all in squads. I've got 3 things on the board. Where'd you put your stuff?
So my stuff. So as we said, angle deployment pretty much running right along the line through here. Over in the middle, middle of the table, far end, I have a despoiler squad with the Centurion attached to it. Now, the Centurion's jump pack is not going to work here because the whole unit doesn't have the same war gear. However, if the unit dies, he can
or the Centurion leaves the unit,
or he leaves the unit.
Can do.
He can then use that war gear. Next to them is the Contemptor Dread. So basically, we saw that Dalton deployed up over here, so we want to get as close to them as possible because we want to maim, kill, burn, and destroy. And then moving back along the line, we have the Praetor and his command squad just tucked in kind of behind as much of the non-window blocking stuff as possible from the Dread, so he probably can or cannot be shot. And then the unit of tax just sitting here in this ruined building. You do have a bit of higher AP shots, so the cover save will potentially come in handy, especially for these units through here. So
yes, those Bane strikes are pretty worrying. They're breaching 6+, so they're bolt guns that could potentially just go straight through your armor.
Yeah. So that's annoying. But yeah, so we position in a way here that we can just storm the middle because the middle is going to be advantageous for us. I am quite fast, potentially getting my Marines will be able to move 13 inches because we're getting +2 to our runs. We'll go over that stuff in movement phase and how that's different from normal 40k. But yeah, so I'm a little bit fast. In hindsight, maybe I should have taken turn 1 because I'm just going to get shot at anyway. But if I can...
But I'm fairly short ranged, so it's going to take a bit.
Yeah, so he
moves the initiative, though.
He moves out a little bit, then I can double move. Yeah, and I have a great advanced reaction, which is annoying for you.
You get shot and then you charge me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got something which is I get shot and then I shoot you first, which is pretty funny.
Which is pretty
And
cool.
I can do that and the normal reaction to shoot you as well.
Yeah, so you can double up on the shooting.
Yeah,
so this is kind of a shooty, combat-y.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm a close range shooty army.
Yeah.
So I want to get close to you and then shoot you, but you want to get close to me and then hit me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of interesting trade-off if I can do enough damage to stop your hitting being too hard.
That's it. Well, there's no first turn roll-off. However,
you might seize the initiative.
Big old seize the initiative. So people from 8th edition or 40k players.
No, before 8th edition. So pre-8th edition.
Pre-8th edition, but most of the people that might be watching would remember from 8th edition.
It wasn't 8th edition.
Yeah, you could seize.
That was before 8th edition. 8th edition...
Yeah, you could seize in 8th. Yeah,
really?
100%. Yeah.
All right, cool.
On a 6, I get to seize the initiative and take first turn.
Go for it.
No,
No.
I
All right.
didn't. Oh, that's right. At least it wasn't a 2, everyone.
Very true. I almost wanted you to do that because I want you to come towards me. Yeah.
So that's that done. We will be back with Sons of Horus turn 1.
All right, playing pretty cagey because the World Eaters getting up close is a big problem.
Yes.
So I'm going to try and keep them at arm's length, just shoot them down, whittle them away, and make sure that when they try out to get close, they're going to hit by double shooting reactions, Overwatch, and then in combat they'll be -1 strength because I'm Sons of Horus. And it's all just going to fall flat, and I'm going to kill them all.
Probably.
For denying the glory of the Warmaster. So all I've done is I've moved some breaches. They've shuffled out from behind here. They're just over 20 inches away, or just over 19 or something.
Yep.
So they can't be charged with your 7-inch move and then your 12-inch charge. So they can't take a charge this turn from your Rampages.
Despoilers.
Spoilers. Rampage is the other squad, aren't
Yeah, Rampage is the other one.
so they're over there. The Dreadnought's moved across. Its Volkite can see either the Despoilers or the Command Squad.
Yep.
The Las Cannon and the Havoc Launchers can also see both, but main thing is the Las Cannons can see your Dreadnought.
Yes.
Because I need to start putting damage onto it, so that when you get a bit closer and I can throw the Melter Guns, Plasma Guns, and the Las Cannons again, I can put it in the ground. Again, because he's already dead. Yeah. And then the unit of Legion Veterans and my Praetor, they've just sort of moved forward up here. They're well out of any charge range. You can shoot them if you'd like and trigger some reactions, so I'm happy to take that. But you're going to need to present hard to even get to them.
Yep.
There's no way you're not going to take a full turn of shooting from their Bane Strike Bolt Guns. So yeah, and that's going to be pretty much it.
Cool.
We'll go straight over into shooting. Because neither of us have any Psychers. I've got some fun stuff planned for getting some Esoterists.
Oof. Okay.
But yeah, so I'm going to start. 8 of these bolt guns can see and are in range of your Despoilers.
Yes.
So just throwing 8 bolt guns straight in.
Before you roll that, I will react.
You're going to react.
And I will... So, Heresy has a whole new structure where the opposing player has a chance to do things in the current player's turn.
So it's a little bit convoluted the way it works. Essentially,
bit.
every single phase, the opposing player, the reactive player, the non-active player, right, plays turn it is not. They gain 1 reaction token, which exists for that phase and is discarded at the end of the phase.
Correct.
What they may do is spend that token on a reaction. Now, there are a bunch of core reactions, I believe 2 per phase, so 6 core reactions.
Yep.
In the movement phase, you can, I think it's retreat or advance, like you can get forward and get reeled up in their grill, or you can move away.
Yep.
In the shooting phase, you can return fire, or you can evade.
Yep.
So you shoot back, or you duck for cover.
Yep.
As an aside, there's also the option in Heresy to voluntarily become pinned, which has a similar effect to evade and gives you a cover save and a bunch of other benefits.
Yes.
And it means I think it also means you can't then become pinned as a result of anything.
Yes.
Because you're already pinned.
Yes.
But that's not a reaction, that's just a regular mechanic that you can do. And then in the assault phase, you can overwatch or you can do something that makes your combat better as well.
Yes.
I think it might even be called hold steady or something, similar to 40k.
Yes.
But essentially, yes, those are your reactions, and you can essentially use 1 of those per phase. Then certain Warlord traits give you an additional token for a certain phase. My Warlord trait, Armor of Pride, gives me an extra reaction in the shooting phase. And your Warlord trait, I assume, is an extra reaction in the combat phase?
No, it's in the movement.
The movement phase?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I'll be able to select 2 units
Yep.
to be able to react in the movement phase.
Essentially, I'm assuming with world leaders just to get real
closer.
close.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yes.
And then we also, each army, each legion, has an advanced reaction, which is a special one that's usually once per game. Mine is that I get to...
They're all once per game.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're all specified in it, so there's
Yeah.
potential that one might come out that's not once per game.
Yeah.
So for Sons of Horus, that means that if I get shot at, with a bunch of caveats and different things, shot at within 12 inches, I get to make that reaction to shoot with +1 to hit before you shoot at me. You still get to fire everything anyway, even if they die.
Because it's all happening at the same
simultaneous,
time.
Yeah. But for whatever reason, I just get to do it first. Which
Yeah.
is cool.
And then my one is if I'm a target of a ranged attack, I get a 5-up feel no pain, but then also I can charge in your opponent's shooting phase.
Which is pretty cool.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
So you can really lock stuff down
really annoying.
really easy.
Really annoying.
Because what you can do is you can essentially, in the movement phase, move an extra 7 inches.
Yep.
Then they shoot you, then you get to get better durability, and then charge.
Yeah.
So world eaters can become quite fast.
And those are once per game.
Yeah.
And then it's also worth pointing out you can't use the same reaction more than once in any phase.
Yes.
So I couldn't use my 2 shooting phase ones to shoot twice.
Yeah.
Like react to shooting twice.
However,
I could use
you
one
can-
to evade,
and
one
one
to
to-
shoot.
yeah, yeah.
Or I could use one to use my advanced reaction to shoot and one to use the regular one to shoot.
Correct.
So with all that out of the way, my unit of breaches here is going to shoot into your unit of despoilers.
Yes.
And you would like to react to evade.
I will evade.
So it gives you a 5+ feel no pain.
5 of feel no pain.
Cool. You're ducking and weaving.
Yes.
Speedy boys.
Getting out of the way.
So breaches are going to hit you on 3s with ballistic skill 3. Ballistic skill 4.
Ballistic skill 4. Yeah, so
hitting on
a
3s.
lot of the numbers as well are going to be different. So it's not... we're not going to go through the ins and outs,
Yep.
but...
Unit profiles no longer have ballistic skill 3+, weapon skill 3+.
No, it's...
They have a set number, which
Yep.
can be modified. You can make it higher or lower.
Yep.
And that's usually compared against the target value
Yep.
to find out how good your rolls are.
Yes.
It'll matter more in combat
Yep.
where we're comparing our weapon skills.
Yes, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool, and
Yep.
we'll go over that when we get there.
Yep.
But for ballistic skill, I've got ballistic skill 4,
Yep.
which means I hit on 3s.
Yes.
With no rerolls, because that's not a real big thing
No,
in Heresy.
not
which
at
is
all,
good.
which is amazing.
All right, I'll take that.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Now these are just bolt guns, so they're strength 4 against your toughness of 4.
Yes.
So 4's to wound. Mm-hmm. Just the one.
Just the one.
Your regular old 3-up armor save.
3-up armor save, which
Nope.
I fail.
Kills
and then
the
my
despoiler.
5-up feel no pain, which I fail.
Right, so that's a 1 dead despoiler, thank you.
Yeah. No.
All right, then we'll move on to the Dreadnought. Now, the Dreadnought is going to allocate its attacks, because Dreadnoughts can split fire. Units normally can't, but
Yes.
Dreadnoughts, they're big, they're heavy, they can do what they want. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put the twin las cannon into your Contemptor Dreadnought. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put the Volkite dual Culverin into the Despoiler Squad, and I'm going to drop the Havoc Launcher right in the middle of it as well.
Cool.
So I'll
the
start
other,
with the
the
Havoc
other
Launcher.
thing to note with the weapons is that when you're drawing line of sight with shooting, it's from the weapon.
Yes.
So,
So
for
I'm
example,
looking at the end of my las cannon and going, can that las cannon see your Dreadnought?
yeah. So
Can
if
the
you,
Volkite Culverin see those despoilers?
if you have a tank that's facing that way, and you want to shoot something with this sponson over there, you can't do it.
Yep, you can't shoot through your own vehicle.
yourself.
You need to draw line of
Yeah.
sight from
so
things.
you need to pivot
Yeah.
and turn and stuff, which is really cool.
Vehicles are so cool in Heresy. I can't
Yeah,
wait to get
they're
a
actually
on the
vehicles.
table. Yeah. Now I'll start with the Havoc Launcher because
Yep.
it's a template weapon.
Yep.
The way this will work is it's a small blast 1.
Yep.
So I get to place this template over one of your models, one of your bases over there,
Yep.
anywhere in it. I then roll a scatter dice, which is a classic scatter. 2 sides are hits and then there's 4 arrows, and then 2 other dice. I roll that. If it's a direct hit, it lands exactly where I want it to. Perfect. If there's an arrow, I take the number I've rolled on the dice, subtract my ballistic skill, which is 5 on a Dreadnought, and then move the template that many inches in that direction. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool.
So pretty much a lot of blast weapons essentially auto hit as such.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
whether or not they hit the actual
Yeah,
target.
and they score hits against anything that ends up underneath the blast template.
Yes.
Now I need to place the blast template somewhere that the Dreadnought can see, but it may scatter off and somewhere it can't,
Yeah.
which is fine, because it's already fired by that stage.
Correct.
So I'm going to place it down here, on this guy right in the middle here. You're not sure how well you'll be able to see that there, maybe top down can see it.
Yeah, just leave it like that.
Yeah, but it'll be able to hit, it'll be hitting like 6 guys there,
Yep.
and 7 guys, because your character and your Dreadnought.
Yep.
If it lands there.
Yep.
I'm going to roll my dice. I want a direct hit. If not, I want these to be 5 or less so it doesn't move very far. All right, so it's 5, 6, 7, and an arrow in that direction.
Okay.
How that'll work
So
is
that's
that...
pretty much directly to this table board edge.
Yeah, it's on like a slight angle there.
Yep.
And what that means is I subtract my ballistic skill of 5, so it ends up just being 2 inches in that direction. If you're playing this on the table with your friends, we recommend rolling the scatter dice as near to the template as possible.
Yes.
But of course, we've got a handy dice cam for you guys to see it. Happy with that direction there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool, moves 2 inches to there. All right, it's only going to hit 3 guys, as in your character and the 2 guys, and then the dreadnought.
Cool.
So the template lands over 3 things. It scores 3 hits on the regular unit, and then 1 hit on the dreadnought.
Cool.
So the 3 hits on your unit, this is at strength 5 with the Havoc Launcher, so 3s to wound. Just 1 wound.
1 wound.
And AP, I think it's AP
5. Yeah.
Now, the way AP works, AP isn't like 40k now, which is where you just subtract that from your armor save.
No.
AP is essentially, if your AP value is equal to or a lower number than your armor save, i.e. equal to a better armor save, it just negates it. AP either gets through your armor, or it doesn't, and that's it.
Yep.
Which is cool. I personally prefer this way.
It's how it would make sense logically.
Mainly because of the way it interacts.
Yes and no, yeah.
Kind of. For Space Marines and things that are like described as wearing like armor that will stop stuff or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
1 save. Save.
Passed. Cool. Then there was 1 hit on your dreadnought. Strength 5 against toughness 7, so 5s to wound.
So 6s.
Do you want to double check that one? Because I believe it going up is different to going down.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's one of the changes to.
We need the thing. But yeah, basically. Yeah. So while he's looking for that, there's a chart, and the chart works fundamentally. If you're 1 higher, you're so if it's say 4 to 4, toughness to strength, it's 4s. If it's strength 5 to toughness 4, it's 3s. But if it's strength 6 to toughness 4, it becomes 2s. So it's not. You have to be double like it is in 40k. It's just incrementally up by 1s.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It should be linear. It should
we
be
say
the
that
same.
it is the same. I think it used to be. No, I'm thinking for 9th age, which is different because 9th age, it's if you go down, you've got to go 1 step and then 3 steps down to double.
Yeah.
Whereas for this one, it's just 1 then 2.
So because I'm 2 points higher than the strength, then my toughness is 2 points higher than the strength. It's +2 to the wound roll.
Yeah. So it's 6s.
So 6s.
Nope,
No.
just a 5.
No wins.
Cool. So that's the Havoc Launcher.
Yes.
Then we'll go with the Volkite Dual Culverin.
Ooh.
6 shots. It's heavy 6, twin linked. With Deflagrate.
Yep. So twin linked in this is basically full rerolls to hit.
Yeah. You get to reroll failed hits.
Yeah, failed hits. Yeah.
So hitting you on 2s because it's a dreadnought.
Yes.
Weapon skill 5.
Weapon skill 5.
Okay. 1 miss, which I get to reroll thanks to twin linked.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
So 6 hits.
Yep.
Now it's strength 6 against your toughness 4, which, as we just discussed, will be 2s to wound.
Yes.
So all wound, 6 wounds. But it's only AP, it's no AP on a Volkite weapon.
Yep.
So you're getting your 3-up saves.
3 saves.
But it is Deflagrate. So for every failed save, he then rolls another armor save. Because it's a Volkite weapon. It's like throwing like...
Pseudo melter, right? In a way.
Kind of, but like it's hitting you and then melting you and then bits of you are flying into other guys and damaging more stuff.
Yeah. So 3 are dead.
Phosphor weapons are amazing Deflagrate weapons because they're essentially napalm.
Yeah. So I failed 3, so now I take another 3 saves, which are the Deflagate saves essentially. So another 3 ups. Yep. So,
so 1 more.
So 4 would die in total.
You still have your evade, feel no pains, or is that only from the unit you reacted to? Ooh. I'm just going to double check that because it's worth noting.
I'm not yet 100% sure.
Yeah. So the question is, does the reaction carry over? Yeah.
So the other thing with Deflagate to remember is that it only deflagates once, so to speak. So if you fail to save, you do your Deflagate save, which is again another one. And if you fail that, you don't just continually keep going. So essentially, it's 2 for 1. It's two for 1 wounds. So if it goes through, you're punished double, which is really good. And Volkite is very good for killing infantry. So yeah, well, and the way Heresy runs now, which is kind of seems to be a little bit hard for people to kind of wrap their head around, especially coming from 40k, is universal special rules. So they've come up like Deflagate is one of those, for example. Rather than it being on the weapon or a data sheet, it's literally in the book that universal that everyone can get.
A good example that I'm about to clarify is the reaction for evade. What that does is it gives you the Shrouded X special, Shrouded 5+ against the attack that triggered the action. So you won't have it anymore.
So we won't have it now,
But just FYI, Shrouded X is a rule that whenever you see this rule, it'll be shrouded at a number in brackets.
Yeah.
It's essentially a feel no pain of that number.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of, and it's classified as a damage mitigation roll, which you're only ever allowed to make one of for any attack.
Yes.
Yep. So it's four died from the Volkites.
4 died from Volkites.
Cool. And 1 died earlier thanks to the other one. So 5 dead despoilers.
Yay.
Cool. Alrighty. And then we've just got the 2 las cannons going into the dreadnought.
Yes.
Now las cannons are heavy. Gravis las cannons are heavy 2 Sunder.
Yes.
With strength 9 something, I think.
Yeah. Sunder is not relevant
Do you want
here.
to pull that up for me over there?
Because Sunder is only relevant to vehicles, and dreadnoughts are not vehicles.
So things like las cannons and melter guns and all of that, which we'll cover when they come up, have special rules that help them against certain targets. Sunder's great into vehicles, and that's it. Melter guns have armor bane, so they reroll against vehicles or dreadnoughts, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Gravis as cannons, strength 9, AP 2.
All right. So this will be hitting you on 2s because it's a dreadnought.
Yep.
Now it's not twin linked, so I wouldn't be able to reroll either of those if they fail. But it will be wounding you on 2s with strength 9.
Strength 9. Love it.
All right. So 2 wounds, and now it's AP 2.
Yep.
Dreadnoughts have a 2+ armor save, but AP 2 is the same value, so it just ignores your armor save entirely.
But because we have an adamantic shielding,
Adamantic shielding.
yes, which is
Very
5
cool.
up invulnerable save,
Yep.
have 5 ups.
Okay, you pass neither of them.
Jesus.
So you take 1 wound per failed save.
Yep.
It's no longer a D6 damage thing.
Nope.
Dreadnoughts have 6 wounds in total.
Yep.
Because they're different to vehicles and different to infantry. They sort of fit in their own class now, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
They're very similar to, or Terminators are now very similar to Dreadnoughts, which makes sense.
Yeah.
It's tactical Dreadnought armor.
Yeah, they're really, really, really tough to kill.
Yep. Dreadnoughts and Heresy are amazing. And they just feel good relative to everything else, which is nice. And that's it. That's all the shooting I can do.
Right, cool.
That's the Dreadnought, that's them.
I've got morale.
You do. So you've lost 5 models in that unit. So morale is triggered at the end of any phase if you've lost... Two things can trigger morale.
Yep.
Either you lose combat, which we'll cover when we get to combat.
Yep.
And combat
If we get to combat.
Yeah. Or if you lose 25% or more of your models during a single phase. So you've of the models they started with that phase.
Yep.
You started with 10, you lost 5, which is 50%, more than 25. So you take a leadership test for me.
Cool.
Their leadership, what, 9 or 10 with their character in there?
There'll be 10.
Yeah. So you roll 2 dice and you try and roll under or equal your leadership. Oh, a 12 is a failure.
Oh, God damn it.
So what happens when a unit fails leadership? They break, and they immediately run 2d6 inches directly away from the unit that caused them to fail.
Yes.
And I am just going to bring up the rules and be just so we're careful about it, because you are very close to a battlefield edge there. And you don't have a Legion Vexilla in that unit, do you? So I don't think the spoilers can take one.
No. But I do need to check because he's the champion, dude. He might be making them fearless.
Okay, yeah, so that's worth checking. I'll find out what Fearless does, which will be in here. So there is a little bit of like checking rules and doing that kind of stuff.
We tried to prep as much as possible to not do this for you guys. However, it is tough.
So if they do have Fearless, then they would automatically pass morale checks.
Yep.
However, they can never use reactions that grant cover saves, armor saves, invuln saves, or damage mitigation saves. And they can never run away or anything like that. So you wouldn't have had the feel no pain. Not that it mattered, but you wouldn't have been able to take it.
Nah.
No, he doesn't.
Nah.
I know your Praetor does, and my Chaplain does.
Makes them fearless.
I believe so, yeah, but I don't think the Champion does.
No, he doesn't.
Okay. So I am going to then look up Falling Back.
Yes, sorry. It's just I remember.
We prepped so much for this.
I know, and
then this didn't come up.
I remember reading it somewhere as well that it might be what Angron gives you.
I think it might be, yeah. So here we go. All right, so you fall back on failing a morale check. Here we go. Units make a fall back move immediately upon failing a morale check. The unit moves 2d6 inches, which is 6 inches. They're not slowed by difficult terrain, but do incur dangerous terrain tests as normal. Each model in the unit moves directly towards their own battlefield edge, which I think might be that one, because it's the longer one, but I'll check.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not going to run off the board.
And then you move 6 inches directly towards it, though.
Ah, okay.
So you might end up off the board with some of your models.
No. Well, it looks like
if any model from a unit that is falling back moves into contact with the battlefield edge, the entire unit is removed from the game as casualties as it scatters and flees from the battle.
All right. So
Let me check that that's your battlefield edge, though. Don't run immediately towards it.
Yeah. I have a feeling they're all dead.
So
the champion 2, which is weird.
This is Vanguard Strike. Yeah, the long battlefield edge. So yeah. So yeah, I killed 5 of them. They failed leadership. They broke and they ran directly towards his battlefield edge, which is the long one. A number of them touched the battlefield edge, so they break and flee from battle entirely.
Yeah.
That's leadership.
That sucks.
Which is interesting. I kind of wanted to see a unit run across the battlefield for a couple of turns to show you guys how it works and how it's cool. But it's good for me, but it's also not a great demonstration of how it works, because at this point it's just like 40k where models disappear.
Yeah, and there's also, I do feel like I'm missing something with the character there, because it shouldn't happen, but
We'll check that off camera, because there might be something there.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly sure it's the chaplain does it, and I think your praetor does it, not your champion.
Sorry, I
think it's what we came up with yesterday.
I didn't check this. Sorry, I need to check the Centurion data sheet.
That's
where I'm probably getting confused, because the Centurion should have something in his specific data sheet.
Yeah, so the Centurion's the core data sheet.
Doesn't matter. That's your turn anyway. I could figure that out in between.
Yep.
The next thing, and yeah, that was pretty. Ugh.
That's pretty. If that's gone, it's pretty brutal. Even if it's not, 5 spoilers is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's your turn done, and we'll be back with World Eaters turn 1. So that was devastating.
That was horrific.
Yeah, that was annoying. So yeah, we went through the looks. The books.
Looking at all the profiles, all the rules.
Yeah, nah, they definitely ran off the table. Yeah. So that is annoying.
I mean, what we've learned is don't put models near a battlefield edge that are going to get shot.
Yeah, well, also don't roll double 6s on your morale.
That too, yeah.
Especially when I had leadership 10.
Leadership 10, like, Jesus, yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, all right.
So we've just moved up with the Dreadnought here. We just have to present. I mean, realistically, you're just going to...
You've got to come and get me.
Cop shots anyway. Yeah. I'm not running because I do want to potentially shoot and take out some troops.
Yep. And I mean, if you can do the same thing and force me to run away, then it's ideal.
Exactly. This command squad here has ran, though, and because of our Rite of War Berserker Assault, we're getting +2. So the way... So running is advancing. Right, running is advancing. Yeah. So for your 40k players, but instead of rolling dice like a d6, you just add your initiative value.
Yep.
So all Space Marine initiative, well,
generally
pleb Space Marines are initiative 4.
Yep.
Right, but because we have +2, we now have a 6-inch run. So then you plus that to your movement, which is 7. So they're moving 13 inches.
Very nice.
So they're speedy boys. So
they're angry, they're speedy.
Yeah, and then when you have things like jump like assault marines that are moving 12, and you can get crazy bonuses there, and you also get pluses to charge if your movement's higher, which will come up later. But yeah, that's how running works. So when I'm saying running, I'm advancing, but I'm running.
Yep.
So they ran, they moved their 13 all the way from back here, and then these marines just kind of meandered over to get as many as I could within windows and doors.
Yep.
To get
try and shoot at some
pot
of my
shots
guys.
and stuff, because I need to shoot at things.
Yep.
I'm probably going to get some return fire.
Oh, definitely going to get some return fire.
We've got to do some kind of damage, because if I present here again, I'm just going to get shot again.
Yep.
And I want to try and mitigate that as much as possible. So,
cool.
yeah. So we'll move straight on into shooting.
Yep.
So the Dread is going to use its Plasma Blaster. And shoot the breaches.
Yep.
Over there. So assault 2 shots, hitting on 2s.
Yep.
We hit twice.
I might, FY before we go any further with that, I am going to spend my first reaction for these guys to evade.
Woo! Evade.
They're going to duck and dodge and get a shrouded 5+, which is essentially a 5+ feel no pain.
Yep. Right, so this is breaching 4+. So breaching means on a wound roll of 4+, the AP value becomes AP2.
Yep, which goes straight through Space Marine armor.
Yes.
It is beautiful. But
you have boarding shield.
Plasma is only AP5 to begin with.
Yes.
So if you don't roll the 4+, it's just a 2 or a 3 to wound. No. I can save on 3s.
You can. So we are strength 7 into your toughness 4.
So 2s.
We are 2s to wound, but we want 4s. Okay, great.
All right, a 1 and a 2. So the 2 I will save on a 3+ with Space Marine armor. Yep.
Which you do.
And they love it.
That's it.
Cool.
Melter's out of range because it's only 12 inches.
Yep.
And then moving on to the bolt guns here. So you can see a little bit better from there. I reckon I won't get this guy.
I think because of where all this mess is, you're going to have 3 of them missing across here.
Those three?
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Or he's got a plasma pistol anyway, so it'll be...
Well, yeah, so
it'll
the
be
rest of them can. So you've got a
6.
window in here. Similarly, I'm only going to get like 3,
to shoot back.
4, 5 to shoot back as well.
Cool. So just normal bolt guns.
I need to check range as well, so I don't know if I'm in range.
No, you should be. 24 inches.
18 inches for Bane Strike Bolters.
Oh, right.
I got one guy in range.
Okay. Yep. One guy.
Yep. So I've only got one guy in range,
Yep.
but I may as well use it. I've got 2
Nothing else
reactions.
is happening this turn. So.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my other shooting reaction because my Warlord trait, Armor of Pride, gives me an extra 1 in the shooting phase for these guys to return fire.
Okay.
One of them will shoot a Bane Strike Bolt gun back at you.
So 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. Oh, Jesus.
That's not great.
Come on, mate. And then wounding on 4s.
Strength 4, Toughness 4.
2.
2. At no AP because
No
they're
AP.
bolt guns.
Yep.
So I'll be saving on 3 pluses.
Yep.
Pass 1, fail 1.
Takes a wound.
Veterans are 2 wounds, unlike
Yes.
most Space Marines. So one of these mooks back here will drop down to 1 wound remaining.
Yes.
And then the single mook that can see can see and shoot back is going to shoot a Bane Strike Bolt gun, 18-inch range, rapid fire 1, so we're only getting 1 shot because I'm just in range.
Yep.
Hitting on a 3. Hits.
Yes.
It's strength 5 because it's Bane Strike Bolt guns. These are rounds designed to pierce armor. They were designed by the Dark Mechanicum. Alpha Legion had them well before the Heresy. They just had them in general because Alpha Legion.
Yep.
And then the
First
Warmaster
Legion.
commissioned a whole load of them for the Istvan 5 Drop Site Massacre.
Yep.
So most of the traitors at Istvan 5 had these armor-piercing anti-Space Marine rounds.
Inside job.
Which is one of the reasons it was so devastating.
Yeah.
But they sort of became, during the Heresy, the supply chains and stuff got really stressed. Really, only the Sons of Horus and Alpha Legion had access to them by the end of the Heresy.
Nice.
Or in
threes?
large numbers. 3s to wound.
No,
No,
okay.
fails. I'm sorry, it's just cool.
Yeah, no,
Heresy
I
lore
know,
is
I know,
cool.
I know.
I want to talk about it.
And actually, you know what? Because
Yeah.
that's my turn.
That's it,
I
yeah,
literally
yeah.
can't do anything else.
Yep.
I ran there, so I
You
can't.
ran there,
yeah,
yeah.
I can't do anything else.
I've made sure I'm back far enough that you can't charge anywhere.
Yep. So that's my turn.
Yep.
Look, we're getting close, but we'll see how much fire we can weather in Sons of Horus turn 2.
Okay, I've moved up, I've shuffled around a bit, and so have you.
Yes.
In my movement phase.
Yes.
Crazy stuff.
Yep. I've got to get close.
Yeah. So I started by moving up my unit of breaches here and just sort of pushing forward a bit. I made sure they were within 12 inches of this squad with the melter gun
Yep.
and also the dreadnought.
Yep.
And then you spent both your reaction tokens when they moved in to move both the dreadnought and your squad closer.
Yep. So it's fine. I'm going to cop melter, not only from the squad, but well, just from the squad.
Just from the squad. Only melter gun there.
Now I'm in melter range, but it's fine. But I do think I can weather it. And if I can, it's going to be problematic for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
The dreadnought then, seeing that your dread's getting pretty close, just
Yep.
came around here. It can see and shoot everything in there. And then these guys here just moved up. They're still staying just over 12, or just over, I think 10 or 11 inches away.
Yep.
So that if you decide to react and charge them, it's quite a long charge range. And my aim will be for the dreadnought to hopefully put some damage on your dreadnought, do some damage here, then for these guys to do some damage here. So that by the time these guys shoot you and then charge in with your reaction,
Yep.
they're going to be pretty depleted.
Yep. Makes
So
sense.
let's crack right on and see if I can do that.
Cool.
So I'm going to start with the dreadnought. It's going to begin by throwing its havoc launcher once again. So I'll place the small blast template right over your character there. And then I'll roll my scatter.
Do it.
Direct hit.
Yep.
So it hits your entire unit there quite easily, which is 6 guys. So it
Yep.
has 6 hits on your squad.
Yes.
Strength 5 against toughness 4. So 3s to wound.
3s to win.
That's not bad. So 4 wounds. AP 5, sorry, so you 3 up saves.
3 up
You
saves.
don't, unless you want to start taking it on Artificer Armor, but then you've got to keep taking it on your character.
I think that I'm not. Hold on. Let me quickly check. Sorry,
All good.
because I have a feeling the Chosen all have Artificer armor.
That'd be pretty sweet if they do.
Yes, they do.
Sweet. They're basically like pseudo Terminators
Yep.
then, which is sweet.
Yep.
The
So
2 plus saves.
2 up saves. Yep.
Love it. Cool. All right. And then the Volkite into the same unit. And the las cannon, of course, is the dreadnought, same as last time.
Yeah.
So the Volkite into the unit, hitting on 2s. With twin linked, so I get to reroll the 1. Yep. And then strength 6, so 2s.
2s.
6 wounds. And again, 2 up
Twos.
saves. But Deflagrate, so hopefully I could proc a few through.
No!
2 fails. And then you've got Deflagrate, so you're going to have to roll 2 more saves. Okay.
So it kills 1.
Kills 1, because they got 2 wounds each.
They do have 2 wounds each.
Spicy. And then I've got...
Do I remove banner?
Ooh. What does the banner do for you?
So the banner just gives me additional leadership.
And combat res? It's Legion Vexilla, yeah?
No. It's Legion Standard.
Oh.
So all the controlling players, units with Legion, so whatever, leadership characteristic of 10 when resolving morale checks, but however the Praetor's in the squad, so it doesn't really matter.
Gives them that already.
And they're also, they're line. So,
right,
so all I'm really getting in this situation is line, and at this point I don't care about line because I just need to do some damage. So I'm just going to remove the banner guy.
Cool, so the banner's dead. And then I'm going to put the las cannons into the Dreadnought again.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. Both hit. Wounding on 2s, strength 9.
Yep.
Both wound. Atomantic shielding 5+ saves. Nope.
Jesus.
So another 2 wounds, so he's down to 2 wounds left. That's pretty spicy.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go over to this squad of Legion veterans. So they're all in range to put everything into you as well. So I'm going to throw the 9 Bane Strike bolt guns.
Into which unit?
The unit of...
the command squad? So I'm going to use my advanced reaction here.
Oh! Now you have to charge me, yeah?
Yeah. But I'm also getting +2 to charge.
Okay. So you could do it.
That distance is what?
It's going to be like a 9 or a 10. Let me measure that one out. It's like the... what are we looking at here? It's going to be a 9.
Yeah.
So you show a 7 on the dice.
Yeah. So getting a 7 is okay, in terms of math-wise.
Yep.
But also, it gives me the 5-up feel no pain here, that even if I fail that charge, my next turn, I'm charging whatever. So even if I'm just using it as a...
Bit of movement.
I'm using it as a durability buff as well, not so much the movement. The charge fails, big deal. I've still got the 5-up feel no pain built in on top.
Yep.
And because we have boarding shields, I will be able to have me 5-up invulnerable save against your AP2 or on your if you prop breaching.
Yep. Sweet. All right. So shooting regardless.
Go.
So 9 shots with the Bane Strikes. I'll put the plasma pistol from the Sergeant in as well, rather than his Bane Strike.
Yes.
Because he's got a Bane Strike bolt gun as well.
It's rapid fire, is it not?
It
is,
is,
but it's 18 inches.
18 inches.
Sorry,
I'm staying outside of 9 to make your charge distance longer.
Yep, gotcha.
And then I've got a Volkite Charger and a plasma pistol on the Praetor. I think I'm just going to throw the plasma pistol in, because I think it's got a better chance of doing damage. So I'm going to start with the Bane Strike bolt guns, hitting on 3s. Okay, so 4 misses, and then it's going to be wounding you on 3s because it's strength 5. Yeah. Pretty spicy. It's not great though.
2.
So 2 of them, and these are neither of them proc breaching. So just 2, 3 up.
They do. 4
breaching
up.
6+.
Oh, breaching 6+.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2s. Oh, really?
Still take one. Very nice.
5-up field no pain.
From your
my advanced reaction, which I fail. So 1 loses a wound.
Cool. And then I'll go with the plasma pistol from the Sergeant, hitting on a 3. It's a 2, just misses. And then plasma pistol from the Praetor, hitting on a 2.
Jesus.
Which hits. Now it's going to wound you on a 2.
Yes.
But a 4+ is breaching.
Yep.
Just a wound.
2 up.
Another 2 up save.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And then you get to charge in.
Charge!
7 inches.
We need a 7. Oh!
So now, charging in Heresy is different as well. You rolled a 6, so instead of just not doing anything, you move the largest dice or the smallest dice?
It's pretty sure it's your initiative. Do you have it there?
I've got it here. I'll double check that one. It'll be in the assault phase.
Yep.
So yeah, when you charge, even though you may not make the whole distance,
you still get somewhere.
You still get somewhere. So here we go. Charge move, surge move. The distance moved is equal to half the value of the charge roll, including modifiers. So you rolled a 6, so it would have been an 8, so you move 4 inches.
Okay.
Cool, you get +2, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, and you must end the move nearer to the unit. But you move directly towards it.
Which I have.
And this is called a surge move. So yeah, you've failed the charge, but you've got moving.
Yep.
Cool. Which is good for me because it means I'm going to get to be able to overwatch you when you do charge next turn.
Yeah, which is annoying because that's the other good thing about the advanced reaction is you can negate overwatch.
Yeah. Now, what I've got left are the breaches. It's an interesting thing here because I could potentially just drop your Dreadnought by putting the whole unit into them. I've got 2 plasma pistols and a melter gun in the unit. Honestly, I think dropping the Dreadnought might have a bigger impact than just killing another commander, like command squad member.
Dude, yep.
So I'm going to throw the entire squad of breaches into the Dreadnought.
Yep.
Now, could you mind pulling up their profile? Because I feel like they might have...
for breaches.
For breaches. They might have like melter bombs or breaching... Some sort of grenade I can throw as well. So I assume they've got crack grenades and stuff too.
Well, yeah, everyone does.
Yeah. So I'll throw a crack grenade with one of the bolt guns as well. But I just want to check if they have any special sort of breaching charges on melter bombs on the unit or something.
Breaching charges, yep.
Yep, which...
I will then have to look at what a breaching charge is.
I've never had the chance to use them before, so it's sort of...
It'll be in war gear.
Yes.
Which is here.
Yep. Which is alphabetically laid out, which is nice.
Which is not in here, so it's in your book.
My book, okay. It is a little bit split between books, which is
It's the only gripe I have with this layout and the Universal Special Rules system is the fact that it's not in one book. Understandably, like, you obviously can't...
It's not. It's probably in the actual war gear bit of, like...
Oh, the weapons part. Yeah, right, of course, right.
So while you do that, I'll just roll the weapons that are definitely going to shoot, which is the 2 plasma pistols, the melter gun, and the crack grenade. So I'll start with the melter gun. It's going to be hitting you on a 3, which hits. It's going to be wounding you on a 3, I believe, strength 8, toughness 7. But Armor Bane lets me reroll a failed wound against a vehicle or dreadnought. Wounds anyway with a 5.
Yep. So AP.
Minus 4 for, sorry, AP2.
AP2. It's
AP2.
AP2. It's AP1, yeah.
AP1.
AP2 or AP1. So 5 up.
Romantic shielding.
Yay! Save one. Finally.
Then I've got 2 plasma guns. The one on the chaplain hitting on a 2, which does hit, and wounding on a 3 with strength 8. Fails to wound. And it's not mastercrafted on that one. So then the sergeant gets to throw a weapon as well, plasma pistol, which just misses. Doesn't.
He nearly blew himself up.
He nearly blew himself up. He just misses.
I can't find it.
Okay.
So maybe just use a crack grenade.
Yep. So I'll throw a crack grenade, hitting on a 3. Hits, wounding you on a 3 with strength 8.
Is it strength 8?
I think so. If it's strength 9, they're wounded, but strength 8 definitely doesn't.
I have a feeling it might be strength 6.
It could be.
It doesn't matter, it'd be a 2 anyway.
It'd be a yeah, I rolled a 2, so it's going to fail. But
where's G? Should be grenade, missile weapons, missile launchers. No. I know I'm in combat.
You're in. It's somewhere in there. It doesn't matter. It fails.
Oh, it failed across the board. Oh, right. Sorry.
So then I've just got, that was 4 of them. There's 11 there, including the character. So there'll be 7 more bolt guns, all rapid firing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So this will be
6 and
hitting
7.
on 3s, wounding on 6s.
3s and 6s. We're only going to do 2 wounds.
Yeah, I'm only going to do 2.
3s. Okay, dropping 3 hits.
Okay.
And then 6s to wound.
6s to wound.
Looking for a lot of dice here because you've got to fail saves on 2 pluses.
Yeah, probably.
Only the 2.
We got 2!
But look, I've seen
I could get Snake Eyes, it happens!
Oh,
1! Come on!
Okay. So the Dreadnought has 1 wound remaining, which is pretty interesting. Now, also very interesting, I could charge some things here.
Yeah, you good?
No, I couldn't because I fired rapid fire weapons.
Oh, yes.
So I can't.
Okay.
Because I fired rapid fire weapons, I can't charge afterwards.
That's correct.
So that is going to be the end of Sons of Horus turn 2. Wasn't as much damage as we hoped, but it's a very shaky looking Dreadnought there. So we'll see how we go for World Eaters turn 2.
Nice.
Well done.
Oh, we have a game!
It's punching time.
We have a game. So, I've literally just moved up as close as possible with both of these units, and due to my right of war, I have to charge anything, the closest thing within 12. So because we were over here anyway, and then I moved this way, my charge phases will be that unit.
And then to demonstrate how the reactions work for that, you've moved up both units. When the second one, which was these guys, moves up, I'm going to react using the fallback reaction. So spending my single token for the movement phase, I get to make a normal move and just move them away, as long as they move directly away from the unit they're reacting to. So they're just going to move back this way. Reason being that it kind of opens up the Dreadnought as something as a potential charge target, as well as just means that there's a slightly larger chance they could fail a charge. So they end up further away from the unit there. And then, the Dreadnought becomes a...
You got one dude.
Got one dude left there. Dreadnought becomes a big issue for you.
Yeah, I guess. Kind of. Right. And then in the middle here, we've just moved up our normal move in the middle. It's an objective holder, so we want to potentially be there, potentially scoring points.
Yep.
If we have anything high AP, we'll be getting cover saves.
Nice, yeah.
And we're just going to try and shoot stuff.
Cool.
So, straight into shooting.
All right, where would you like to start?
So, all these guys will just be rapid fire into you here.
Yep.
So that's going to be, what's that, 9 times 2, 18 shots?
18 shots, yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, am I within 12? No.
You're not,
No.
but I can still react to my normal shooting reaction.
So I only get 9 shots.
Yeah. And my entire squad is within range if I want to react there.
Cool.
So interestingly, what I suspect Lockie's going to do is not shoot with either of these units, because I'd be able to react twice and shoot at something.
Yes.
So what I am going to do is I'm going to use my regular shooting reaction here to return fire to these guys here with my squad.
Cool.
Which the entire squad will get to shoot because it's simultaneous, but you'll still roll out first because it's your turn.
Freeze. That was all right.
That's not bad.
That was all right. And then force.
Yep.
That was not all right. It was only 1.
AP nothing,
zero.
so 3
Well done.
pluses.
Maybe I can kill this one dude. Damn it.
He survives. Then the unit will shoot back. Now, I'll put the Volkite Charger in from the champion, and I'm out of range with the plasma pistol from the sergeant, so it'll just be a regular Banestrike bolt gun shot.
Cool.
So, all the Banestrike bolt guns hitting on
But he has
threes.
both a plasma pistol and a
bolt gun, yeah.
Oh, wow.
You can only shoot one of them, though.
Yeah, yeah.
So hitting on 3s. Okay, not bad. 2 misses. Wounding on 3s with strength 5. Okay, not bad at all. So 4 wounds.
No breaching?
No breaching though. I still haven't rolled any of those.
3s.
So yeah. All right, kills 1 dude.
1 dude dies.
And the Volkite Charger from the Praetor. 2 shots, hitting on 2s. Both miss.
Okay.
Double 1s.
Cool.
Classy. And that's my reaction there.
Right, so because he's used his shooting reaction here,
Keep in mind, I still have my other advanced reaction.
can't react the same unit twice.
That's true. That's true.
So these guys are going to shoot their bolt guns into them.
Yep. And I'm going to use my advanced reaction on probably the Breacher squad to shoot them, I think is a better option.
Oh, so you can pick another unit.
So the Sons of Horus advanced reaction says that when a unit within 12 inches declares a shooting attack against one of my units...
Not them specifically.
Not them specifically.
Okay, well then I won't do that.
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I can. You could shoot at them, and I could have had them react and them shoot at you as well.
Yeah, okay, right,
With my advanced
sorry,
reaction.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. No, that's
So yeah, I assumed you wouldn't want to shoot anything over there.
No. All right, cool. So we're just going to charge.
Good deterrent. Who's going to charge
We're gonna
first? Who's going to eat
charge.
the Overwatch?
Who's going to eat the Overwatch? So,
It's a bad choice either way.
no, not really. I mean, the command squad will tank it pretty well. The problem I'm seeing potentially is just I'm crossed
Yeah.
because I want the Dreadnought to fight the Dread because the Dread will mince that Dreadnought, and then. But to get that to happen,
Command squad needs to get all the way out of the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, how are we going to do this? Because I can do it the other way where I can charge both.
Yeah.
I can use the command squad to charge the Dreadnought and the breaches.
But then I get the Dreadnought to Overwatch into the command squad, which is pretty nasty.
Yeah, but I'd rather Dreadnought stay alive because the Dreadnought is going to be really hard for you to kill with your troops, and then
That's true,
really, I need the Dreadnought to stay alive. Basically,
Yep,
I want the Dreadnought to stay alive. So that's what we're going to do.
Command squad's going to
The
charge
command
both
squad's going to
units.
charge.
Both or just the breaches?
No, I think it's actually going to charge the Dread.
Just the Dread.
Just the Dread.
All right. Well, the Dreadnought's going to Overwatch against your command squad.
Because...
Yep.
oh no, I'm going to block myself.
Yeah.
Because I can't go through that building.
Yep.
Because there's no windows in it.
Or doors.
Yeah.
Infantry can't just walk through walls in 30k. We've got to find doors.
Yeah, so... Well, in that situation then...
It's bad for you.
I'm probably going to charge these guys.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll use my Overwatch reaction here.
Yeah.
So this unit will shoot you. Even this guy.
Because you
back
can't
here will be
Overwatch
able to
twice,
see him.
correct?
No, you can only Overwatch. I don't have enough tokens to do it anyway. But
Yeah.
you can't use the same reaction twice.
Yeah, that's fine.
So everything from there is going to shoot into there. Now, Overwatch happens immediately before the charge roll, and I just shoot at my full ballistic skill,
Yeah.
which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So everything into them, of course, and I should all be within 9 inches now. Yep. So they're all in rapid fire range. So I think, ooh, yeah. So all of them are going to shoot Bane strikes. I've got a plasma pistol from the sergeant, and probably the plasma pistol from the Praetor as well, rather than the Volkite Charger.
It's crazy out there.
Yeah, I think it's just a better shot.
Yeah.
So there are going to be 9 rapid-firing Bane Strike bolt guns. 4, 5,
It's crazy.
6, 7. Bit of rain happening outside at the moment. It's coming through into the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hailing on the way here.
Yeah.
So this many shots with the Bane Strike bolt guns hitting you on 3s. Cool. So dropping the 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Pretty good.
Then all of these are going to be wounding you on 3s, strength 5. 6s are breaching.
Yep.
No 6s. Why?
That's pretty cool.
All right. Still 6 wounds.
6 wounds. 6 2-ups.
And one of them's wounded, so I could potentially drop one. I do. He does. And then we've got the 2 plasma pistols. The one from the sergeant hitting on a 3.
Did you roll a 1?
It's a 3. It hits.
Oh, sorry. That's
Wounding you on a 2. It's a 6. Definitely wounds and breaches.
Yep.
So
5 up.
plasmas are strength 8, breaching.
Strength 7.
Strength 7.
Yep.
Breaching 4+.
Yep.
So on a wound roll of 4+, they become AP 2.
Yep. So because I negates me anyway because I have 2-up save, but because of breaching shield,
Yeah, 5 up
breaching shield, 5 up in roll. Yay!
Lovely.
Awesome.
And then the other plasma pistol from the Praetor hits on a 2. Hits.
Damn it.
Wounds on a 2. Just a 3, so it's just a regular save. It doesn't trigger
2
breaching.
up.
Yep.
Yay.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. Look, I'll take it. It's a full round of shooting kills 1 dude. Yeah, it's all right.
So we're at 5?
It'll be like a... Because you got +2, yeah?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Like
So
a 3.
I need a 3.
Yeah.
I also want big numbers.
Yep.
Okay.
8. Big numbers.
So it's a 10.
Yep.
Cool. And then the dread's going to charge your dread.
Go for it.
I don't know what it is. Can you measure it?
I'll measure it out here, yeah. You're gonna struggle to get your base in there next to the breaches. You're probably gonna have to charge both. There's not enough room to fit the whole base in.
Without charging them?
Without charging the breaches as well.
whatever. I'll charge the breaches. That's
Yep.
fine.
So Dreadnought into the breaches and the Dread.
Yeah, on an 11.
Yep. So he makes it all the way down in here.
Well, actually,
He has
on an
to
11,
touch in there.
yeah. 11,
you have to
technically
touch
I could walk around, right?
You couldn't. Well, you couldn't get all the way around
No, this
here.
way. Just walk right through, because you ignore, dreadnoughts ignore terrain. They don't,
Yeah.
so dreadnoughts don't need windows and doors to walk, they literally just barrel through it.
Yep. You could if you wanted, but then you still need to end in base contact with the breaches.
That's what I'm saying, like, does 11 inches get me all the way around there?
No, it'll only get you about here.
Okay, yeah. So that's fine. So I got both, and then these guys.
Yep.
I've got
Cool.
much wherever we wanted to go.
Yep, so they all get in there. Now, the Sons of Horus Merciless Fighters rule kicks in here. So because you charged me, and you're in combat with any infantry, you're all -1 strength in the next combat phase.
Yep.
Including the Dread, because you've had to charge the breaches.
Yep.
Now, if you'd known you were going to roll the 11, you could have targeted just the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you don't know that.
No.
It's, yeah.
So with combat, initiative comes into play.
So the active player chooses a combat, like a whole set of connected units.
Well, no, it
And
depends
it
on...
resolves via initiative in that combat.
No, you actually pick the
Or is it-
highest initiative combat first.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, there
So
you
whoever in any combat situation or across the board,
Yep.
whichever interaction has the highest initiative, you just go in that order.
Gotcha.
So because the dreads have the highest initiative.
I think your Praetor has the highest initiative because he gets +1.
Sorry, he does. Yeah, so
initiative
he's
7.
at initiative 7.
So he's got initiative 7. My Praetor has initiative 6. Both units of Marines have initiative 5. Initiative 4, sorry. The Dreads have initiative 6 as well.
Yep.
And then the Breaches have initiative 4.
So I might use this situation for one of the Chosen to challenge.
The Chosen are going to challenge.
Yeah.
So the Chosen can challenge, and because I'm Legion veterans, I can accept a challenge with one of the veterans because they're Chosen warriors.
Well, I'll be challenging the Praetor, obviously.
You don't get to choose who you challenge. You just issue the challenge.
Oh,
and I
really?
choose to
Okay.
accept it.
Okay.
But if I refuse a challenge, you choose which model from mine doesn't fight.
That's the change.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So one of your Chosen are going to issue a challenge.
Yeah.
Right. So my wounded Legion veteran, he's going to step up to the plate and cop it. So which Chosen is challenging, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. The one closest to him.
All right. So my Legion veteran, wounded one, steps up to the plate. They're going to duke it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then everyone, it still attacks the whole unit.
He doesn't, but the rest of the unit and your Praetor still does.
Yeah.
Yep. So we start with the highest initiative step, which is your Praetor.
Yep.
Hitting my unit as a whole.
Right. So we start with 3 attacks base.
Yep.
We have +1 for charging.
Yep.
And we have +1 for being world eaters.
Very nice.
And we're also +1 strength, which you negate.
Which I negate because
Yep.
you're -1 strength thanks to Merciless Fighters.
Yep. So my weapon skill is 6.
Yep.
Yours
so
is 5.
my majority weapon skill is 5
Yep.
on Legion veterans.
Right.
So 3s to hit.
I'll be hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. 2 misses.
That's really bad.
Is this mastercrafted at all?
It is.
So you can reroll 1 hit or wound roll.
Oh, sorry, no, because
No.
it's a meteor hammer, which is a cadre weapon, so you
Gotcha.
can't mastercraft them. I don't
Okay.
think. All right, so we would be strength 7, but we're strength 6, still winning on 2s.
Yes. Still winning on 2s.
Cool.
Cool.
Right, so
AP.
2 are AP2,
Yep.
and 1 is AP3.
Okay. So if it's AP3, then it still goes straight through. If it's AP2, if it's AP4, then it doesn't.
Let me check.
Yep.
I can't believe I lost my champion. Oh no, it's in this book.
In that book. Yep.
Battlescribe hasn't updated those things yet.
Yep.
Oh, it's only AP4.
Okay. All of them or just that one?
Just so that one's AP4 and
Yep.
those two are AP2.
So AP4 and a 3+. Pass it.
Yep.
And the other 2 are just eat. Is this multi-damage
No,
at all?
it's not brutal. So
Okay.
it's just
So the 2 hits will kill 1 Legion veteran. So I'll pull him back here and we'll cover him for combat resolution in a minute.
cool.
So the next highest initiative step is my Praetor.
Yep.
So he's going to swing into your Legionette, your chosen.
Chosen. Yep.
He's only got 3 attacks. No +1s coming from anywhere because I didn't charge. He's going to be hitting you on 2s with his chain axe. Mm-hmm. Hitting on 2, weapon skill 6 to weapon skill 4 or 5.
Web skill 5.
Okay, so
Yeah,
3s.
threes,
Because
yeah.
you're veterans as well,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah, essentially, yeah.
So hitting you on 3s. All hit. And then a chain axe is strength +2.
Yes.
So I'm strength 6 against toughness 4.
No, sorry, +1.
Strength 5 against toughness 4. So 3s
Threes,
to wound.
yep.
But I have shred. All chain weapons have shred now.
Yep.
So I can reroll
Full
all my
rerolls
rerolls.
to wound.
It's pretty sweet. Alright, so 1 wound so far, but full rerolls because of shred.
Yep.
So 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And that,
AP
it doesn't
0.
have an AP
So
value.
2 ups.
Alright.
Really? Come on, man.
Does a wound. Cool. Alright, so one of them drops to 1 wound.
Yep.
And then the same initiative step, our veterans, your chosen my veterans will fight.
Yep.
So, let you do your chosen first. It's your turn. Do you want to do the challenge first?
Let's do the
Let's
challenge.
resolve the challenges are cool.
All right. So they have 2.
Chosen's walked up and he's raised his axe and he's lightning claws and he's yelled out.
Yep.
My Legion veteran, he's taken a wound, he's limping a bit, but he's like, I've got this.
So this is
Chain bayonet,
this
done.
is interesting as well. So because we're both the same weapon skill, we're hitting each other's on 4s.
Yeah.
So I have 4 attacks with the single chosen.
Yep, I've only got 2 attacks.
I'm hitting on 4s. Oh, okay.
2 hits,
okay,
perfectly
2.
average.
And then I lightning claw. So I'm strength user. So I'm strength 4. So
But
I'll be winning on
lightning claws have
4s.
shred.
But I have shred. But it's also rending 6+.
So
Rending
6 plus becomes
6+?
AP, gives extra 2 AP.
Yes, rending 6+.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay,
No.
so 1 wound.
1 wound.
At AP
0.
0, so 3 plus save. Pass.
Sorry,
Nice.
AP3. AP3.
Okay, so it does go straight through. So it'll kill that Legionnaire.
Woo!
But he does fight back at
Yes.
the same initiative step.
Same
So
time.
hitting you on 4s.
Yep.
Both hit. Wounding you on 4s, because I've got a chain bayonet, but it has shred as well.
Yep.
Nope, but shred. So 1 wound.
2.
Yep.
Oh, I
you're
saw
good.
the one.
Cool. So it does kill that one, but there's
Yep.
no extra wounds that doesn't spill over for overkill.
No.
Cool.
All
And
right.
then you have 2 chosen remaining in the unit that can fight the rest of my unit.
Yes. So I have one lightning
lightning
claw
claw
and 1 thingo. So
And
I'll
the old
do
chain axe.
lightning claw first.
Yep.
So 4s. Okay.
Very nice,
Okay.
very nice.
And then 4s with rerolls.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
1 reroll.
Oh! 2 at AP2
All right.
and 1 at AP3. That's,
So the one at AP, oh yeah, so it kills,
Yeah, just
well,
kill-
it does 3 wounds.
yes.
So it'll kill 1 and
kill
drop
one.
1 to 1 wound.
Yep.
Cool.
And then my
Could be this guy.
chain
back
axe. 4s. Okay.
here. Very nice.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And then 3s.
3s. Yep. But you get shred, so rerolls if you need them. Nope. So 3 up saves.
3 strip saves.
Pass 2 and I fail 1, which will kill that
2.
wounded one.
Nice. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
So 4 of them have died so far. 1 of them was in the challenge.
Like that.
Now those 3 will still get to fight anyway because it's all the same
Yes.
initiative step.
Yep.
So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll be 8 of them, and then I'll do the sergeant afterwards with his lightning claws.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3. They get 2 attacks each. 4, 5, 6,
Spicy.
7, and 8. All of them hitting on 4s. Mm-hmm. With equal weapon skill.
Yep.
That's not bad at all.
Not amazing.
It's not amazing, it's not bad.
Yeah. It's probably average.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good for me.
Yeah.
So, wounding on...
What do you mean that's bad for you? You always
As in it's good because I don't want to be too high.
Yeah,
it's good to just midline. 4s to wound.
Yes. With full rerolls.
With full rerolls, thanks to Shred.
Yes.
Okay. So,
6.
6 wounds.
All right.
If you can drop
6
that
2-ups.
other wounded one, it'd be great.
6 2-ups. Goddamn. What?
3 of them, wow. All right.
Dude, that kills 2.
Yeah, so it kills the wounded one, and then the other one that's not in the challenge, which is your big chain axe guy.
Well, it's just normal chain axe.
Oh, normal chain axe guy. Cool. All right, and then my sergeant attacks. He has 3 attacks, because he's a sergeant.
Yep.
He's got a lightning claw as well. So he's going to be hitting you. Does the lightning claw give an extra attack?
Nope.
No. But paired close combat weapons do, because I have a lightning claw and a pistol. So I get an extra attack from that.
Why?
For pistols count as an extra close combat weapon for that?
No.
They don't anymore.
No, well, they might, but lightning claw specialist weapon.
Ah,
So
that's right. Yes, specialist weapon gets rid of that bonus.
Unless you
Yes.
have both weapons to be specialist weapons, you can't get the +1 for having 2 combat weapons.
Plasma pistol, it's pretty special.
Yeah, right. That's weird.
So 3 attacks,
Yep.
hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Just the one.
Cool.
And then wounding you on 4s.
With full rerolls.
Full rerolls. Full reroll from that, thank you. And this has to be into your character
6.
as well,
Nice.
which is rending. It's into your character because your other model is still technically in the challenge.
Yep. 4 up. Nope. Takes
So-
win.
So his drops down to 2 wounds remaining on your Praetor.
Yes, which really sucks.
Yep. All right. So at the end of that, we actually resolve combat.
Well, you got your Praetor, right?
He fought into your unit at his initiative step.
Oh, right, of course. Yes. So you killed 2.
I killed 2, and you killed 4.
Yeah.
Now I have a banner, so that counts as +1 towards my. So the way combat resolution works is each player adds up the number of models they killed, and then any other modifiers they have.
Yes.
Whichever one has the larger number wins combat, and the loser takes a morale check.
Yes.
And then if they fail the morale check, they run away.
Yep.
Essentially it goes. And there's a modifier on that morale check based on the difference between the scores.
Yes.
So in that challenge, you killed 4 models.
Yes.
So that's your score. You scored 4 for that combat.
Yes.
I killed 2 models. But I also have a Legion Vexilla, which adds 1 to that tally. So I have a score of 3. So I lose combat by 1.
Yep.
So I take a leadership test with a -1 modifier. Now, my Praetor here has leadership 10. So I'll be looking for a 9 or under.
Yep.
Which I'll pass on a 5. So I'm all good. Now, you lost more than 25% of your unit in that phase as well. 1 to Overwatch and 2 in combat. Yes?
Nothing to Overwatch, just 2 in combat.
I was right, I did a wound in Overwatch, yeah. But 2 in combat is still, it's half of the unit strength at the start of the phase.
Yes, because it's 3.
So you do still owe me a morale check as
Technically, I
well.
lost 60%.
Yeah.
So I just need under a 10. Yes.
You good?
God,
Perfect.
Jesus Christ.
That would have been awful if that
Oh my
failed too.
god, I mean,
Can you imagine?
Oh, it would have been so bad. All right, Dreadnought.
Yep. So we both Dreadnoughts fight each other at the same step.
Okay.
But you are -1 strength because you charged from the
not gonna
forest unit.
I'll still be winning on 2s.
Oh, okay, because you times 2 strength in your
I'm strength 10, so it makes me strength 9, and I'm 2 up. That means I'm 2 above. So
Gotcha, yeah.
So 3 attacks base.
Yep.
+1 for World Eaters, +1 for a double combat weapon, and then +1 for charging.
Cool.
So we get 6 attacks,
Very nice.
which is spicy. All right, so we're going to be using our chain fist.
Yep.
Chain fist? Yes,
Chain fist,
Chain
yeah.
fist. All right, so we're both the same weapon skill.
Yep.
Weapon skill 5, so
4s
we're
to hit.
hitting on 4s.
Yep. That's not great.
Oh my god. 4 3 1s?
Wow.
Come on, man.
All right.
Right, so I'm wounding on 2s.
So your strength 10 base.
10 base.
So okay, is that because you chain fist? You're plus,
Yep,
plus a bunch.
chain fist is just strength 10.
Oh, it is cool.
Yep.
And then you're -1 strength because you've charged the Sons of Horus unit.
Yep.
So strength
Still
9.
strength 9. So into your toughness 7.
Yep. So 2s to wound.
Still 2s to win. But I have Armor Bane because of the
Chain fist.
Chain fist, which I get full reroll to wound, and it's
Beautiful.
5 up Murderous Strike. So Murderous Strike is instant death. Well,
Yep.
it's actually not instant death. It just negates all your wounds characteristic to 0 if you can't pass the
Yep.
save. If you get a, you still get invulnerable save.
Against Dreadnought, it's D3 wounds.
Yes, so it's against
Yep.
the automatic shielding rule enables the if you suffer instant death, you know, rule
just suffer
thing,
D3
you
wounds.
suffer D3.
Yep.
So you still can kill it
Absolutely.
if I get 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we want 2s and 5s, or 5s really. All right, so we
1
get
5,
1.
1 2.
So I'm just going to re-roll that with Armor Bane to fish for a 5.
Yep. Nope.
Which I rolled
Still
the
a
exact
2.
same. So
Better than a 1.
1 at AP2, which goes straight through.
Yep. And 1.
And then 1 instant death, which
which
would
is
be
also
D3.
invuln anyway.
Yeah, so you have
So they're both on my 5 up invuln from Adamantic Shielding.
Yep.
I'll do the 5 up instant death one first. Failed. And then the regular one. Passed.
Pass. Okay, cool. So the D3?
Yep. Okay, for 1.
Okay.
So he drops down to 5 wounds remaining on the Dreadnought there.
That's really lame.
The Dreadnought will fight you back with just 3 attacks, because it's just trying to step on you.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Oop, and I've dropped a dice there.
Oop.
Good, 1 hit. And now it's strength 7 into toughness 7.
4s.
So 4s to wound as well. Nope.
Nope.
So nothing there.
Cool.
But then the unit there fights, because it's their initiative step of 4.
Yep.
I think the chaplain might even be initiative step 5, I think, but
He won't be able to get there.
yeah, he'll be able to get to the 2nd rank, but he won't be able to do much else. So get the chaplain in there. Power Sword won't be able to fight, and there'll be 3 other guys that can't fight either. Cool. So I'll do the chaplain next because he's cool. He could kill it. 3 attacks with his master-crafted power maul, his Crozius Arcanum.
Yep.
Hitting on a 2 because it's chaplain.
Nope.
Oh no,
Weapon
because
skill
it was
5.
weapon skill 5, yeah. So
So
4s. So same thing.
Are you definitely weapon skill 5?
You can double check there, but I believe so, yeah. Chaplains. Because they're centurions.
Yes. So yeah,
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2 hits.
Yep.
Now it is going to be strength, power maul strength plus 2. So it's strength 6. So it'll be 5s to wound.
5s to wound.
So I am going to use my mastercrafted reroll on the hit roll here for a 4+. Nope. Just because it's a better chance of actually making it through.
Yep. 5/5.
So 5s to wound. 1 wound. Now it's AP 3, I believe. So I think you still get your 2 up save.
2 up save. Awesome.
Cool. And then there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 regular dudes. Breaches have 1 attack each, I believe. So
It'll be
6
hit on
attacks.
5s.
Hitting on 5s, wounding on 6s.
Yep.
5s,
Oh, nice. 2 hits.
2 hits, and then 6s. You all know how this works.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I tried.
Cool.
Cool. Oh, I've got melter bombs with Sergeant. But his Sergeant's not in
Can't
combat.
throw him now.
Yeah, well, Sergeant's not in combat either. He's too far away. He needs to get closer.
Yep.
Yep, so that'll be the end of that combat as well. Combat res is equal, so neither of us lose combat.
Nope.
So we just stand around punching
Everyone
each other.
stays. That's all good. So that is really well for me. I didn't lose too much. And based on how next turn's going to go with how prolonged combat work, which is really cool, which will happen, you'll see that. Potentially I can also just stack on the damage. So we'll be back with Sons of Horus turn 3.
Turn 3, yeah.
Turn 3, yeah, turn 3.
All right, not a lot of movement to happen because we're just hanging out.
You can't.
So we go straight to combat.
Yep.
That's what has to happen.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn, so I get to issue and declare challenges and so forth first. So over in this combat here, I think my Sergeant wants to issue a challenge because I don't want your Praetor wailing on mine just yet.
Okay.
So my Sergeant of the veterans
Yep.
are going to issue a challenge. Would you like to accept?
Well, he'll accept with the Chosen.
With the Chosen? All right. So the Chosen...
Because you
and the
can't
Sergeant-
double challenge.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And then over in this combat, the Dreadnought, I can't challenge you anyway.
No.
So we just go...
Imagine that. You come here. It's just like, poof, get off me.
But yeah, so we are just straight into combat. There's nothing that we can do about it. Everything's in combat. So we start with the highest initiative value, which is,
Me.
I believe, your Praetor.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Praetor, so just quickly, I'll go. The Meteor Hammer gives reach, which is
plus
basically
1
+1
initiative.
initiative. So it's
Very
reach
cool.
1. Yeah, so.
Yep. So you have to weigh on the unit, like you can't choose to target my character in particular because we're not in a challenge.
No, correct.
So-
yeah.
Yep.
Because. Oh, I get you. I should have taken the challenge with the Praetor.
Because he could then hit the...
Because then the Praetor can't attack him.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, can I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll do
So
that.
your Praetor takes the challenge from my Sergeant.
Yeah.
So I'll pop him in there.
Yeah.
Technically, you don't actually have to make way and move them together, but
But it
it's
just
cool.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not competitive, you care.
Yeah, exactly.
So I didn't charge, so I don't get charging bonus.
Yep,
And
but you also don't get the -1 strength because you didn't charge.
no. And then we also get 1 for wilderness. So 4 attacks
Cool.
instead of 5.
Yep.
Okay. And we're hitting on.
Hitting on threes. Weapon skill 5 against weapon skill 6.
That's right.
So hitting on threes.
and I am +1 strength. Well, it doesn't matter. It'll be 2s anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
So 3s, then 2s.
Okay. That's
Okay.
a little bit better-ish. Okay.
Yep.
And
2s.
then 2s, but we want 5s. Oh, nice.
So the 5s are
AP2.
AP2, which is good because I've got Artificer Armor, so I'd be on a 2-up save, so
okay.
I don't get it anymore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm saying
if
it's
it
good
was
for you.
3, yeah.
So I
just
think
dies.
that just kills him.
Yeah.
Now, it does 1 damage each, yeah?
Yes.
So it does take both wounds to kill the Sergeant.
Yeah.
Oop, I'm knocking my models over. Cool.
But that's all right. Each one of your dude is quite valuable, so
Yeah.
you know.
So what I'll do next is I'll start. So I can't hit your Praetor until the rest of the unit's dead. So I need to start. I'll start with my Praetor trying to kill your last. So I'll start with my Praetor because I have to. Because it's initiative.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm going on about this.
Yeah. So this is another reason, like, why we feel that this whole system's really good, because it's inbuilt. There's no like, I want to do this, and it removes the jankiness, or can I do this, can I do that? It's just like, no, this is the steps you have to follow.
This is how it goes.
Yeah, which is great.
So my Praetor will hit you, 3 attacks, straight into your unit. Now he's 6 to 5 again, so 3s to hit.
Yep. Nice.
All hit. And then 3s to wound again with strength 5 into toughness 4.
Correct.
With Shred for the chain axe, which is handy.
Rerolls. Shred's awesome. Shred's like, yeah.
Now very quickly, is the chain axe a specialist weapon?
No.
I would have an extra attack because I've got a plasma pistol as well.
So where's this plasma pistol coming from? So pistols count as a close combat weapon?
I have not read this in this book. I'm remembering this from 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th edition of 40k. When you're determining number of attacks, having a close combat weapon and a pistol,
I'm pretty sure in this,
attack.
It's changed to 2 close combat weapons.
Well, that's always been the thing as well.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I think the pistols count as a close combat weapon for that rule.
Okay.
But I should check that.
Yeah,
you're correct.
Check that,
I haven't looked that up before.
Oh, and I've forgotten my disintegrator pistol this whole time.
Well, then you would have been taking shooting that you didn't want to take.
Yeah, but disintegrator pistol.
It's cool, yeah.
Point and turn to ash.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. A pistol weapon also counts as a close combat weapon in the assault phase.
Okay.
This is in the pistol weapon profile.
Right.
Yep. So
sergeants technically with like a plasma pistol and thing get an extra attack.
Yes,
okay, that's really cool. That's really cool.
So I do get an extra attack from the Praetor here, which just misses. Cool.
Okay, so then all my dudes would actually get one as well because they've got bolt pistols and chains.
Yes, but you're using the lightning claws, which are specialist weapons, as we've established.
No, but he's got lightning claw?
Yep. Cool.
Excuse me.
So the three hits, wounding you on 3s. No, 3 wounds. Was that wounds or hits?
No, that was hits.
Hits. 3s to wound. With Shred.
Okay.
All right, cool. Okay. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Yep.
2 ups. Yes.
Cool. All right, and then...
We're rolling so many ones, I was like, come on.
And then our 2 units fight each other. I'll roll mine out first if you're happy with that.
Well, it's your turn, so you would, yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be all of them. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And these guys don't have a close combat weapon for their pistol to pair with, so it's just regular.
Yes, so if you have a situation like, say, my Praetor, for example, he has a 2-handed weapon.
Yeah.
If you have a weapon that's 2-handed, you negate the bonus from the pistol.
Yep.
So if you have like a power sword and a thunder hammer, which is 2-handed, you can't get the bonus from both.
Exactly, yeah. So these guys will be hitting you on 4s because we're weapon skill 5 each.
Correct.
Cool. So these are all misses. That's not great.
Geez, that was horrible.
And then 3s to wound, plus on strength.
Yes.
With Shred. Note that I need it. 3 wounds. You can roll me 3 1s. I'd appreciate it.
3 2s. Yes.
There you go. Cool.
All right, 4 attacks back.
Yep.
On the unit.
Yep, from your lightning claw.
From the lightning claw.
Cool.
Ooh. Oh no, sorry, it's 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
Because it's not because special.
Yep.
Right. 3 attacks.
Cool. So 1 hit.
1 hit.
Cool.
4s.
Yep. Nope, but Shred because lightning claws. No. All right. Cool. So at the end of that, you've killed 1 model, and I've got a banner for 1 for combat res. So we draw that combat again, and we just sit there. I didn't lose enough to take a morale check, and neither did you.
No. Okay.
So then we go over to the Dreadnought step.
Yep.
Our Dreadnoughts fight at the same step.
Yes, you fight first.
I'll fight first.
Yep.
There. Hitting you on 4s.
Cool.
Because Dreadnoughts. 2 hits.
Oh, nice.
Wounding you on 4s. Strength 7 and toughness 7. 1 wound. 2 up save.
Don't roll 1.
Yes.
Oh. All right, so I lose my +1 for charging, so I still have 5 attacks.
Cool.
Hitting on 4s. Okay, that was better. That was better. All right, wounding on 2s, but we want 5s.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so
I will re-roll that.
Okay.
From Armor Bane. Wait.
So 3 5s. So 3 5-up saves.
3 5-up saves.
Do about it. I passed 2 of them.
God, really?
So you're welcome. And then D3 damage. For 1.
Oh my God! Come on.
Down to 4 wounds. All right. And then I think the chaplain is the next one to fight, so he'll do the same thing. Now his power maul is an unwieldy weapon, so I don't get the bonus for the pistol.
If you're unwieldy, you fight initiative step 1.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, you
so
fight
he fights at the end. That's where that'll step in then.
So things like power axes, thunder hammers, excoriated chain axes, all those things. It's all Unwieldy just means you're too slow.
Gotcha. Would you mind looking up melter bombs for me? Because the sergeant here, I believe, has melter bombs.
Can you put melter bombs when you're in combat?
Well, I think they're a combat weapon. Like, that's what melter bombs do.
Okay.
I think. It's been so long since I've played with them. Now, this is so the Centurion does not. These are breachers, which are troops, which have breacher charges. I think breacher charges are what does it, not the generic melter bombs. So he gets to...
Yeah, so Strength 8, AP 1, melee, detonation, unwieldy, armor bane, instant death.
Gotcha. But I don't have melter bombs on them, I've got breaching charges. Okay. And that's only into buildings or fortifications.
Oh, right, okay.
So I can't do that into vehicles or dreadnoughts.
Cool.
So never mind. So I'll just go with the power sword and the sergeant, so 3 attacks. Now, breaching shields also mean you can never get a bonus attack from having multiple weapons, because they're just fucking big shields.
Yep.
So 3 attacks, hitting you on 5s.
Yep.
2 hits.
Oh, Jesus,
hit.
okay.
Wounding you on 6s.
6s.
With power sword. Nothing.
Nothing.
And then the rest of the squad, there's going to be 9 of them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's this sort of thing in Heresy, like we get stuck in combat and it just kind of goes on and on.
Prolonged combat.
Hitting you on 5s.
Okay.
It's not great. Okay, and then 6s. Come on. 2 6s. There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, and then
2 ups. Fail me 1, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Level 5.
Now I get to hit with my Craziest Arcanum.
Yeah.
The Mastercrafted Power Maul.
Okay.
Hitting you on... Oh, but it's unwieldy, which doesn't affect things. So I get 4 attacks instead of 3.
No, unwieldy just means...
Unwieldy means I find an issue step 1.
Yep.
Doesn't remove the pistol and cross combat weapon bonus.
No.
So I do get 4 attacks.
Yes.
Hitting you on 4s, because weapon skill 5.
Yep.
4s. Whoop. I've lost the dice. Okay. And then I'll reroll one of these with Mastercrafted. Nope. So just 2 hits. It is strength plus 2, so it'll be 5s regardless, because strength 6 and toughness 7.
Yep.
Come on.
Whoa,
2 wounds.
2.
Now, the Power Maul is actually AP something, right?
It's AP 3.
So you've still got your 2 up save.
Yeah. Take it, baby.
Dreadnoughts are tanks.
Take it, baby. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
So we're still just sitting there. I can't fall back.
That dread should so be dead, though.
It should be.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
Yeah. And at the end of that, again, neither of us win combat, so we just sit there over into World Eaters turn 3.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, we could probably just. I think we just move on.
Carry on, because I assume you're not going to bring them. Are you going to move them over?
Oh, 100%.
All right.
They're definitely moving in.
Cool.
Because you can't do anything to stop me.
Keep in mind, if they charge, everything in that combat gets -1 strength.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, they can't. I need to help these guys out.
Yeah, fair enough.
So -1 strength is still good. I'll just go from 3s to 4s.
Yeah.
So
and these guys will take it as well, because then they're in a combat that you got -1 strength in.
That's all right. Like, realistically, the amount of attack, they're all getting like 5 attacks each. So the amount of attacks they're getting.
4
attacks each. Sorry, 4 attacks.
3 attacks each. 2 for world, 1 for world is 1 for charge, 1 for.
Oh, right, because they only start with 1. Yeah. Sorry.
3 attacks each, but still, it's a lot of attacks.
Yeah. With full rerolls as well, like on the wound. So I'm not too stressed out about that. So I'll be -1 to my movement because of the stupid.
-2, you go up and down.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm just.
You're on it.
I'm on it.
Cool.
But I can bunch up with everyone else, getting their 7 to pretty much not.
Sweet.
Be problems. So.
Then you'll just need a 5 or a 6. I think a 6 because you get the add 1.
So I'm +2.
So you need a 4.
4.
Cool. Charging on in. Got
a
8.
10.
So yeah, in you go.
So I'll pretty much just get all the way over here.
Yep. Because in Heresy you can't just voluntarily leave combat. You're just stuck there. So yeah, this is sort of the big problem with Sons of Horus and shooting armies. Is you go, cool. I now sit here and we just wail on each other.
Yeah.
And World Eaters have a slight edge in that, but it depends. Still a dice game. I could swing it. Yeah. If I can kill this goddamn dreadnought,
which you swing a lot,
which I'm putting so many attacks into it. You need to roll 1/1, and it dies.
Yeah.
Then I get to suddenly come around and do a bunch of things.
Cool. So challenges here.
Yeah. So it's your turn. You get to issue the first challenge.
So I will challenge because none of these guys can. Oh no, any of them can
all
take it.
Take a challenge.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I might just get the Sarjo.
Yep.
to challenge the...
Just challenge my unit.
Well, I want to charge the Praetor, but... You can't choose who it is.
Spoiler, it will be the Praetor, excepting if it's a Sergeant attacking.
Oh, yeah, because then... Oh, no, so... if we're in Prolong, can my Praetor do
Your Praetor can still challenge, yeah.
Yeah, so my Praetor's going to challenge your... Oh, she's going to challenge.
So your Praetor's going to issue a challenge, and then I'm going to go, cool, one of my generic mooks is going to take it.
It's going to take it. Yeah. So
because I want to try and get a leg up. If this squad hadn't just come in, I would have taken it with the Praetor and tried to punch on.
Yeah.
But because you've got another squad in, I want my Praetor to turn around and just punk some dudes.
Yeah, and realistically, I can target the Praetor anyway. Well, no, I have to target the unit.
You have to target the unit, yeah.
But if I don't issue a challenge now, you can.
I can issue a challenge.
Yeah, okay.
But I would have to issue with my Praetor. Because
Correct,
I don't have
because they're
else
not
that
independent
can.
characters. Yeah. Right. Also, none of them have the character keyword.
Yeah.
Right, and then I just take it with my Sergeant, which would negate your...
Or no, you take it with your Praetor because you want your Praetor to fight my Praetor. Because you got the +1 initiative, you'll hit me first.
True. Yes. Okay, so no challenge.
All right. I'm also not going to challenge for the same reason.
Yeah. Sorry, that's it. The challenge is one thing that I've been trying to wrap my head around. Like we went over this a couple of days yesterday, and it was just like, oh. Okay, so we'll just start with me.
Yep. So your Praetor.
Praetor, 4 attacks into
your -1 strength because the unit's been charged.
Yeah, I'm still 2s, but yeah. Cool. So 3s. Yes, 3s.
Yep.
Okay, 3 hits, good. And then 2s. Okay,
cool.
1 at AP 2 and then 2 at AP 3.
So doesn't matter. It does 3 damage.
Okay. Yep.
So it'll kill one of the dudes, which will just be like that guy there, and it'll put one of the guys on 1 wound.
Yep.
Which will be this guy all the way in.
Just slowly whittling them down.
Yep. My Praetor will fight, and he'll put everything into your squad that's just shown up.
Yep.
So he gets his 4 attacks, as we just found out. Now he's 6 on 4s, so he'll be hitting on 2s.
Correct.
Yep. So 1 miss, and I believe it's his Volkite Charger that I've mastercrafted, not his axe, so he doesn't get to reroll that one.
Cool.
And then wounding you on 3s with strength 5.
Yep.
But I have shred here. Cool. And a power axe doesn't have any...
No, chain axe,
speak of.
So 3s.
Chain axe, yep. Cool.
I might take it on the Sergeant.
Who has his Artificer armor?
Or
are you just taking it on
Because does he have 2 wounds? No, Sergeant has 1.
No.
Yeah, I'll just take it on the normal guys.
Yep. 3 pluses.
It's 2 die.
So drop 2 of them. Does it matter which 2?
Yeah, because I want to make sure that guys can attack. Oh, it actually won't matter because of the unit.
Yeah. Or do you want to take these guys?
Yeah, just take those 2.
Away.
That's fine.
None to your Vox doesn't matter anymore because we're all in combat.
Yep. Dreads.
No, this combat resolves next. We carry on with this combat because we've started.
Are we not done there?
No, you get
Oh, of course. Sorry, my dude.
Your dude, and then my veterans, and then your dudes.
My mook.
Yep.
3 attack with my mook into
chosen.
Yes.
Into my veterans.
Into your veterans. So 4s.
Yep.
1.
Yep.
And then 4s with rerolls.
Yep. Thanks to Shred from the Lightning Claw.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nothing.
Right. My veterans.
He sucks.
They're all gonna come in this way. They're all gonna put everything into your unit of attacks that showed up.
Yep.
They're 1 initiative step higher.
No,
Veterans are initiative 5 to initiative 4.
Oh, really? They're initiative 5.
It's a good question.
I'm pretty sure they should be the same initiative.
Right. I had in my head that there was initiative and weapon skill were the things that went up. Legion, Tactical Sergeant, Veteran. No, you're right. Initiative step 4. So all at the same time. So would you like to fight with your attacks before I make mine?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, because
so
basically
1, 2,
we're
3,
getting
4, 5, 6, 7, and they're all getting 3 attacks. The sergeant has 4.
Yes. So
cool.
3
+1 for charging and +1 for being world leaders.
Yes.
Pretty sweet.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Yep. And then 4 for the
4 for the sergeant.
4 for the sergeant.
But he's got something else. Lightning Claw. Yep.
But we're hitting on 5s.
You're hitting on 5s because I'm weapon skill 5 and you're weapon skill 4.
Yeah.
And you're going to be wounding on 5s too because you're only going to... Oh, you got chain bayonets? So wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s.
Yep. Because you're -1 strength and +1 strength. So it all equals out.
Yep. Okay.
Cool.
So 5 hits.
Yep.
It's okay. It's
cool.
okay. So 4s.
Yep.
With rerolls.
Okay.
Jesus, thank God.
Yep. There
okay,
you go.
4.
No,
4
AP
no
is
AP.
relevant. So 3 up saves. Which I fail 1, so it'll kill 1 dude. Which is the wounded one in there.
We're whittling them down, guys.
And he'll still get to fight because it was his turn.
Yep. And then
step.
Sargento.
4 attacks.
Same as nothing.
Cool. So I've got 3 guys that are left and the one who was killed at the same initiative step. So
Yep.
4 guys fighting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 attacks apiece.
Yep.
Because they're veterans. Hitting on 3s because their weapon skill 5.
Yeah. I should probably put that.
Okay. Beautiful. Dropping 2. And they're going to be wounding on 3s because they're strength 5 and toughness 4.
Correct.
With shred from their chain bayonets, which are just super cool, like brutal bits of war gear. Cool. So 6 wounds. Again, no AP because they're chain bayonets.
3s.
All right, another 2.
2.
Now this is really interesting. So you've got a Vexilla and I have a Vexilla. And you killed 2 models and have a Vexilla, so you've got a combat score of 3. I killed 4 models and have a Vexilla, so combat score of 5.
Yeah.
So you lose combat there.
Yeah.
So your tactical squad, which just charged in, will take their leadership with a -2.
Yeah. Which is really lame. So
Yep.
I need under a... Well, I just need low.
7, 8, 9, I think probably fails for a tactical
I
squad.
think it does fail.
I think their leadership
Damn
8.
it, man. That's fucking bullshit. Ah! So lame.
Go.
It's a
So
front.
it'll be in the front there.
Why am I using the book when I got back to scrap?
Yep. And I'm just going to double check how combat resolution works for like multiple combats, like multiple different units in there.
Yeah, leadership 8.
Yep, so
they
they
fail.
fail. Now, before we go any further, let me just double check something here really quick. If I go down to multiple combats, 1, 8, 9. Cool. 1, 8, 4, 1, 8, 9. Multiple combats. Charge, declare primary and secondary targets. Yep. Disordered charge. Yep. That's all right. To my charge move. Here we go. Difficult terrain. So much stuff going on here. Assault results. All units, every unit on the losing side must take a morale check using the penalty. But I can only chase one of them if you fall back with them.
So what, these guys have to run as well?
Yep, because they're in the same combat and they still lost.
But they're not the same unit.
No, but they're in the same combat, so you still lost combat
Oh,
here.
right, yeah,
But
okay.
because, now, if both units don't run,
They killed
I
nobody.
can't chase either. I can't chase them if I'm stuck in combat.
Right, so I only killed 2.
Yep, you only killed 2.
Sucks.
Prolonged combats so get real grindy.
So lame.
In the leadership 10 there with a -2.
So 8 on that unit.
Yep. Oh, that fails as well.
Dude, what the fuck? Serious?
Now, also, I started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I started with 6 models and I lost 2. I need to take a morale check as well because I lost more than 25% of my models.
Yeah.
Leadership 10 from the Praetor with no modifiers because it's not a combat res.
Yep.
Passes.
You're fine. Okay.
Now
so
you-
my tax run.
Yep. Now I'm not
7?
gonna chase the tax because I want to wait and I want to try and chase your Praetor down.
Yeah.
So you run 7 towards your board edge. Yep. So this is one of the things that morale really matters in Heresy. If you've got things that mess with morale and change things like missile launchers have interactions with pinning
I'm
and
pretty sure it's
leadership,
barrage weapons.
which I believe missile launchers are. The easiest way to get those modifiers is to have a support squad of missiles.
And then
Now,
the command squad.
before we do that,
What's up?
because you're falling back from combat
Yeah.
with a unit that is free to sweeping advance,
Yep.
we roll off and add our initiatives. Now you're 1 higher initiative because of your Praetor being initiative 7 to my Praetor's initiative 6.
Yeah.
So you get a +1. But if I beat your initiative, I essentially catch up to you and cut you down as you run away.
Yeah.
So, rolling dice, you get a +1. Or 3. 2 or 3.
You have to beat.
I don't know what
correct?
that happens here.
You have to beat it.
I think so.
Yeah.
But let me check that here.
I hope.
It's called sweeping advance. We looked at it yesterday, but I didn't
Roll
think it
5s
would
and
come up
6s
here.
when I don't want 5s and 6s, and I roll 1s and 2s when I don't want 1s and 2s.
Yeah. Sweeping advance. If the winner's total is greater than their opponent's, the falling is caught. Yeah. If the final results tie, they break off from combat successfully. You fall back as normal, 2d6 inches, and then I consolidate.
7
inches.
as well. So
Cool.
it'll be pretty much just in line with them.
Yep. I can then consolidate, which is I believe moving my I think half my initiative, or it's 3 inches or something, which would just be I'm not really going to go very far.
Yeah.
You're falling back. It's my turn next. I'm going to sit there and shoot you.
Yep.
Now
Dread.
we're going to Dreadnought combat.
Far out. Can this
So
thing
it's
die,
my
please?
turn, so I'll
Oh yeah, you go.
attack
Yep.
first. Dreadnought, come on! 4s to hit. 2 hits.
Okay.
4s to wound.
Yep.
Strength 7, toughness 7. 2 wounds. Okay, roll me a 1, please. No,
Yeah.
he's good. I mean, to
All
be
right.
fair, you've rolled pretty poorly with your leadership.
Everything else.
Yeah, yeah. But you've rolled a lot of dice for this Dreadnought.
All right, 4s. Okay, there we go. All right.
Four hits.
And 2s. We want 5s. That's cocked.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we're going to re-roll these.
Reroll all 3.
And that was...
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to make a lot of...
Four instant death. Four murderous strikes.
Adamantic shielding, please. 5s. I don't make any of them. It's going to kill it regardless.
Super dead.
So dead.
Yeah, well, even if I roll all 1s, it dies.
So the Dreadnought goes down. No.
But it explodes.
It does, doesn't it?
Right, so now anyone within D6, every unit within D6 takes a Strength 8 AP dash hit.
So, D6 for 2. So it'll just be the Dreadnought and the breaches.
Yep.
So Dreadnought takes a Strength 8 hit. Would you care to roll your own wound? It'll be a 3.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And then a save.
On a
2
2?
plus. Ah! Dreadnought.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's... You got to admit, Dreadnought exploding, killing the Dreadnought.
Yeah,
cool.
that makes total sense.
You've run in,
he's just gone...
He's run in, he's like battered away the breaches, and then just gone in with the chain fist.
Yeah.
They've both gone down, it's exploded, incinerated both of them.
But you know what's awesome now? He explodes, and then he's also going to prop a Strength 8 explosion.
Okay, so my Dreadnought dies, explodes, the breaches take a Strength 8 hit, 2s to wound. Yep. And then it's no AP, isn't it? So it's a 3 up to save.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
your Dreadnought explodes.
So my D6.
One hits the breaches because they're in combat.
So you want to roll for your breaches?
Okay, 2s. Yep.
Yeah.
And then 3 up save.
Yeah, takes one with him.
So the breaches go down as well.
Awesome.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That was super cool.
All right.
Explosions all around. Everybody kill everybody.
You could just visualize how epic it was.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Cool.
All right.
Do you want to just carry on here then, I guess?
Yeah.
So straight into my turn. There's not a lot's going to happen here other than I'm going to shoot some stuff. You're falling back anyway. So I'm going to put everything from the breaches into your tactical marines there. So I've got more shots coming in.
So can I react if I haven't...
Not if you're falling back.
If I haven't, because I haven't consolidated yet.
You need to regroup.
I'll regroup, yeah.
So everything from the breaches in there, I'll throw the melter gun, 2 pistols, and then everything else.
So is this in the command squad or the troops?
Into the
TACs.
Tactical marines.
Squad. All right, cool. Yep.
Just because the command squad will take longer to whittle down.
Yeah.
But they're more likely to regroup too. Into the tactical marines. They're scoring. They're a problem.
I mean, they're not killing much, as you've seen. Like, they're not great.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Because
6,
my Centurion, who is great,
7.
ran off the board, turned 1.
So 6. Yeah, he did. So 7 bolt guns, hitting on 3s.
So you can imagine how devastating World Eaters can be too, like with prolonged combats too. Like if you get the ones in,
Forced to wound. Yeah.
It's
1 wound.
on tax, yeah.
Tax, yeah. 3 up save.
3.
Yep. And then the melter gun misses. And then the plasma pistol from the sergeant.
Roll a 1.
Yes! He does. So gets hot. He takes a strength 8 AP dash hit on himself. 2s to wound. Yep.
3 to save.
3s to save. Or 2s to save.
Oh, he died! Aha! Just melts himself. That's so funny.
The sergeant melts. So he's an artificer. Would have been 2 up anyway, but a 1 is not good. Chaplain hits on a 2. 2s to wound.
No, he did on a 3, right?
Chaplain.
Yeah.
Weapon skill, ballistic skill 5.
5 to 4.
Ballistic skill, not weapon
Oh,
skill.
sorry, of course. Sorry.
So 1 wound with the plasma pistol, not breaching, just regular armor save on the tacticals.
Oh, 1 dice.
Kills the tactical. Cool. And then I'm just going to put everything from the other squad into them as well.
Yep.
No, I'm not. Everything from the other squad into your champion and the lone character.
Cool.
So I'll put the 3 Banestrike bolt guns, and I'll put the Volcar. I'll put the plasma pistol from the Praetor into them as well.
Cool.
So the Banestrike bolt guns.
Yes, everything.
3s to hit.
The whole unit shooting.
Yes, but I'm choosing which weapons I use. Because the
he's
Praetor has a
got
Volcat charger or a plasma pistol.
Oh, right. Sorry, correct.
Cool. So these all hit, wounding on 3s with strength 5. Still no breaching on the Banestrikes.
Through 2s.
Yep.
Hey, I'm you.
Yeah, plasma pistol.
Ah!
Misses, gets hot. Strength 8 hit on a 2. Yep, and then on a 2 to save.
No! No way!
He's down to 2 wounds. There's nothing I can do about that.
Oh, wait. Oh, because so this is on your Praetor.
Yeah.
Your Praetor, like, blew himself up.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
hilarious.
Okay. And that'll be my turn. You get to try and regroup at the start of your turn.
Yes. All right.
Which you should be able to do. It's just straight up leadership test. Well, there's no negatives here. It's just,
Okay. So with the Vexilla, we're +1. Oh, dude.
To your regroups, yeah.
With Vexilla, I wouldn't have...
You're not +1 to leadership, you're +1 to combat res.
Okay.
And it stops you running off the edge of the board with Vexilla.
Right, okay.
But you won't get any bonuses to this leadership test. You're just leadership 8.
Oh, you don't get... Okay.
Combat res, and you don't run off the board.
Under an 8.
9. Nope. Jesus. So they immediately run 2d6 inches towards your board edge. 7.
Again, wow, really? All right, and then the other one, the the command squad, which is 10. All right, we roll 4, so that's great.
Yep, they're good. Cool. All right, I'll pop those over there. All right, so your command squad, what do they want to do?
I don't really know. Well, I mean, we're gonna have a Praetor punch on. I think that's exactly what's gonna happen.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much just move straight here.
Yep, right in front of me.
We're gonna do that. All right.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna charge you.
Yep, I'll overwatch with my reaction.
Actually, sorry, I'm gonna shoot.
All right, into whom?
Into that unit.
Okay, I'm going to use my regular reaction to shoot back at you.
Yep.
And then I'll use my advanced reaction, which I haven't used yet, from the breaches, because I want to show that off.
So I'll use the rapid-fire bolt gun from the Chosen.
Before that happens, the breaches advanced reaction for Sons of Horus actually happens first. It doesn't change anything. Like, you still get to fire with your entire unit, but for whatever reason, it happens first.
Okay. This will be really lame if you kill him in shooting, because then we don't get to have a Praetor punch on.
I've been avoiding it for like 3 turns so far.
But, I mean...
Yeah.
It would be funny.
It would be. So, the breaches are going to shoot. There are... 1, 2, I've done this before. There were 6 bolt guns. The Sons of Horus advanced reaction lets me hit on 2s.
Wait, didn't you already do this before?
I didn't, because I couldn't. Because you managed to
oh, right, because we talked about it. Yeah, correct, yeah.
So hitting on 2s with my bolt guns.
Right.
Okay, 1 miss. Wounding on 4s, because they're still just bolt guns.
Yep.
Okay, so the Sons of Horus advanced reaction doesn't have to be the unit that is shot at, but it must target the shooting unit. Hence why I'm doing it this way and not the other way around.
So how many? 5?
5 of them. No AP, so 2 up saves. Yep. Okay. But this is on your Praetor. He's taking damage.
Right, okay, yep.
Yep, 1. Thanks, okay. Then I've got the single plasma gun from the Chaplain, hitting on a 2. Hits, wounds on a 2. Doesn't wound. And then the melter gun hits on a 2. Hits, wounds on a 2. Doesn't wound.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
The 30k gods want this fight to happen.
Yep. And then you get to do your shooting.
Okay. So, 2 bolt guns.
Yep. You can't fire rapid fire weapons and still charge. Oh, you have Relentless. You can. Sorry. Your Praetor gives them Relentless. So yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, we checked this earlier. Relentless means they can still charge after firing rapid fire weapons.
So 1 hit.
Yep.
Force win.
Yep. Cool.
All right, Disintegrate Pistol.
Disintegrate a pistol. Disintegrate.
Which I need to look up because it's 1 shot, and your Praetor's taken wounds.
He has to take
the damage. So this can kill him.
This can kill him.
This is great. Oh my god. Disintegrate Pistol. Pistol 1.
Yep.
Instant death. This also gets hot, which would be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious
if it kills us both. So I'm pretty sure. Can you look up instant death for me? Because I'm pretty sure if this just if you fail the save, I actually don't even know if you get a save for this.
Instant. You still get your invuln saves for it, but it puts you straight onto them.
It's not Murderous Strike. So Murderous
Strike makes it instant death. Like it's.
Yes, but I don't know if.
I'll check it anyway. But yeah.
I've got to hit and win first. So 2s. 2s to hit.
Yep.
Awesome. And then strength 5, so 3s to wound. Damn it!
Oh no.
Okay. So that's lame.
All right, and then this unit will shoot back at you. So there's 3 Bane Strike bolt guns going in, hitting on 3s, because they don't get the benefits.
Wait, who's shooting where? Where?
These guys here.
Didn't you use your advanced?
So I use my advanced reaction on these guys to shoot.
Yep.
These guys are getting the regular return fire reaction.
Because you can do 2 because of your
my
warlord
trait.
trait. Yeah, right.
Yep.
Cool.
So 4 hits.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s because they're Bane Strikes.
Yep.
4 wounds. These still no breaching on the Bane Strikes.
2s.
The Praetor does die.
That's lame. See, dude, you made it lame.
And then I'll throw the Volkite in as well. 2s to hit, and then 3s to wound. So it's strength something for a Volkite charger. 3s will wound.
4.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It's only strength 4.
Because it goes up as the bigger gun gets, the strength goes up.
Ah, right. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it should be on your battle scribe.
Yeah, it will be.
If not, page 128 is War Gear.
It's the Praetor with the Volkite charger. Strength 5, so 3's wound.
Oh, yeah.
AP 5, Assault 2, Deflagrate.
Yep. Okay, so the lowest Volkite is 5.
Yeah.
So it's 5 and 5.
Cool. So two up armor saves on your remaining chosen.
Yep.
Yep, you're good. Cool.
Okay.
The chosen can charge in.
Cool. Chosen's in.
Yep.
Right.
So you're charging in, and I'll overwatch because I don't want to take the charge. It's got to keep happening. That's what Sons of Horus need to do. They're merciless fighters. There's no mercy here. You're denying the Warmaster.
Okay.
3s for that. Oh! A 6! It's breaching!
Okay.
Alright, so there's 1, 2 up, AP 2, because of breaching.
5 up on that.
Why? No! Okay.
And then
2 ups.
2s.
Okay,
she
cool.
passes.
And then I'll throw the Volkite in again. Yeah, hitting on 2s, because he's a character dude.
Yep.
2 hits. 3s to wound, as discussed. Nothing.
Okay.
And then you charge in, you make it in. Do you issue any challenges?
No.
I do.
Okay.
The Praetor is going to punch on.
Okay.
Not for any reason, I just think it's cool. He steps up, and he hits you first.
Okay.
So he gets 4 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Yep.
3s, because strength, weapon skill 6 to 5.
Yep.
So all of them hit. And then wounding you on 3s with strength 5, because of their chain axe.
Yep.
And shred. Cool, so 3 2-up saves. It's not a very efficient weapon here, but it's fun.
Yep.
Cool. And then lightning claws back into him.
Lightning claws back into him. So, with 2 attacks base.
3 attacks on the sergeant, because he's a chosen sergeant.
That's correct. And then
+1 for lightning claw.
+1 for
+1 for
World Eaters, +1 for charging.
So 5.
5 attacks.
Cool.
But we're hitting on 5s.
Hitting on 5s, yeah.
And we hit with nothing.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Then the rest of my unit will hit your unit.
Yep.
So because you're the only model left in the unit, even though we're in a challenge, the rest of my unit still gets to hit you. So we're hitting on 3s. So 2 misses. We're wounding on 3s with strength 5 and shred because of the chain bayonets. All right, so 4 more saves. Maybe some 1s would be great. Nope.
Nope.
You'll still lose combat by 1 because I've got the Vexilla.
Yep.
And your leadership 9, I imagine, on chosen.
I still think it's 8.
8, all right.
So 8 minus 1, so
7.
I need under a 7. Which
Again, and then I'll sweeping advance. My initiative's 1 higher now, because I've got the Praetor at initiative 6.
it's
initiative.
No, I'm initiative 4.
Oh, so it's 2 higher, so I get +2.
And Praetors are initiative 5.
Oh, all right, well,
Yeah.
all right,
Anyway,
so 1 higher.
So, yep. Okay, cool.
All right, so
He does.
he runs away, and I cut him down as he leaves.
Yep.
Cool. And yeah. And then next turn, I think next turn's pretty clear.
Well, that's the game.
Yeah, I'll walk over there, I'll shoot them, and walk into some terrain from objectives.
Yeah. So you'll score probably
Well, it's a good question.
2 points.
So all that'll happen is, these breaches will walk into this building,
Yeah.
and these guys will walk into this building,
Yeah. And then they'll just shoot them.
and then they'll shoot them.
Yeah.
And then we roll dice if I actually score any points.
Oh, right. Okay.
There's
Yeah.
War of Lies. I've got 1 for Slay the Warlord, and then I need to pull up the chart for it. Here we go. For War of Lies, because it's a whole thing. I just might not score anything for holding objectives. All right. So on a 1 to 2, there's no victory points. On a
But you get 1. You'll still get 1 point for killing the warlord.
yeah. So for the center building, on a 1 to 2, it's nothing. Yep. So nothing for the center building.
Okay.
And for the building in the corner with the breaches in it, a 3, 1 victory point.
Cool.
So 2 victory points.
To 0.
To 0. Good game. It's the first Heresy game I've won against you
Yeah,
in all my
it
practice
is. Yeah,
games.
yeah. There's a few.
yeah.
So yeah, morale was horrible.
Was
The
key.
dice failed me yet again.
Yeah.
I need
Well,
to.
The morale was really interesting. I'm glad it played such a big part. Because I think all the units that you lost were basically due to morale failing and running.
Yeah.
I didn't... yeah, the Dreadnought exploded. That was it. It was
Yeah.
the only unit that actually died properly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's it's a bit frustrating.
Yep.
And annoying, especially when you don't have a lot of shooting because you can't cut back really.
Yeah.
So being a World Eaters, I've found from all my practice games definitely require transports, and they
Yep.
are all on the way. So
Oh, yes.
yeah, a lot
Very
of tanks.
worrying.
You're going to see a lot of vehicles. It's going to be great.
It's going to be sweet.
But yeah,
in
thanks
this
for
case,
yeah,
victory for the Warmaster.
yeah.
For Horus.
I mean, it makes sense. Khan is like.
Khan's not... He's not worried.
These guys don't even care. They're like, yes, awesome, that was amazing. Woo, we're dead, we don't care.
Yep.
Which is good. So yeah, that was great.
Yep.
We'll talk a little bit more in the outro. Oh, death and destruction!
For the Warmaster!
Yeah, no.
We got like what?
I mean,
4 of you left
for
to
the
be
blood
rounded
god,
up.
right?
Yeah.
Everyone's appeased.
Corn cares not from whence the blood flows. It's all blood,
No,
all skulls.
it does not. So that was our first Heresy game.
Yeah.
Bear with us a little bit. We've played.
I'm sure there's a few bits and pieces that we missed and fiddled with, but
we tried to make that game as followable for new people that might necessarily be looking to get into it.
Yep.
However, this, like I said at the beginning, this is the first of a series of battle reports that what we're going to do.
It's going to keep increasing.
Scaling up.
Yeah.
So we're going to get more specific units. You've got Jesterin lined
There's
up.
some Jesterin, yeah.
I've got Rampages and Red Butchers already done, ready to go. So there's a lot of things we're going to keep increasing and adding Heresy to our content repertoire.
Absolutely. And if you want to play Heresy at one of our events, we're actually running one at the end of the year, 18th of December, the Risky Rollers Annual.
Yes.
We've got 8 Heresy spots there. I think a few of them are already filling up.
Yes.
Ideally 4 Loyalists and 4 Traitors, going to duke it out in a big old epic 3-round tournament.
Yes,
which
and
is pretty sweet.
the prize for that tournament.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty spicy.
So, do you want to tell what it is?
It's a...
It's a whole...
What's the box?
Age of Darkness.
Damn it!
It's a whole Age of
It's
Darkness.
a whole Age of Darkness
Brand new,
box.
sealed inbox, Age of Darkness.
Yep.
Is the prize for the winner of that one.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
You want more models?
It's the way to do it.
Come play Heresy. Yeah.
Otherwise, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know down below what you are keen for about Heresy and what you'd like to see from us with it as well.
And what your chosen legion is and why.
And why it's never Ultramarines.
Yeah, well,
They're actually pretty cool.
30k Ultramarines.
30k Ultramarines is pretty cool. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.